हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चना गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपः कुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये। नमो महाबदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते। कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंगायते गिरिम्यत्कृपः तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सहभ्याभ्यान्तरं शुचि। श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु। Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo antakoti vaishnav. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming again. Today's topic is a very essential topic which should be taught in every school, every college. Everybody should be aware of today's topic. Today's topic is the laws of karma. Why do bad things happen to good people? When we don't have answer for this question, our faith is not solid. Something is wrong. Our faith is disturbed. And people can be misguided. People can be taken for a ride when their faith is not firm. Right? In any religion, it doesn't matter. Especially in Sanatana Dharma, this answer was given to children right at a young age. Why do bad things happen to good people? When Pandavas were going through so many bad times in Mahabharata, they were explained that bad things happen to good people. Don't worry. There is Krishna. There will be justice. And there is justice even now. We can't see it. Sometimes people think, oh, I'm going through bad time right now, so justice is not there now. Justice will come later. Because of that reason also, their faith is always disturbed. But actually justice is all the time there. But how to understand that is very difficult to understand. How do I understand? Like the Delhi rape case, Nirbhaya rape case. Girl brutally torn apart, actually, by 4 individuals. Right? One of them was a minor also. And how do you understand that kind of a gory act? It doesn't matter which religion. Terrorism doesn't have a religion. But of course, many from one religion are part of terrorism. That's a different thing. But in itself, it doesn't have a religion, right? A murderer doesn't have a religion. So what is that thing that just happened that night, and how do we understand that? And if I go to that house and tell her parents, don't worry, it's laws of karma. She did something wrong. That's the reason it came back. अच्छा नहीं लगता ना answer. Answer itself doesn't suffice. Like, then what should I tell? What should we tell to solace? When somebody is going through some trouble, what are you supposed to tell? And if there is God, then what was he doing? Was he not in Delhi? Was God sitting in Mumbai? That night, was he not there to stop it? Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. I am there in everybody's heart. Everybody is coming from me. So was Krishna not there in the heart of those 4 people who were doing that crime? Was Krishna not sanctioning that? Right? Now, actually what happens, this question is not properly answered, and people also feel that there is no answer. So let us just believe it. अगर भगवान है तो चलो मान लेते हैं, I need to be in touch with somebody powerful, so I'm in touch with somebody powerful. This answer is still not convincing for me, even though people are telling, but let me continue my religious life. Let me, break the nariyal, let me do the agarbatti, let me do my prayers and understand that God is. You see, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But there is a problem. What is the problem? Your faith will not take you back to God. That is the way you're thinking. And anybody else can come and take advantage of you. There is one famous, Telugu actress. Names apart, she worked in more than 100 movies, and she worked in even devotional movies, where some godly characters were involved and all that. Her son, I think son or daughter, I don't remember, had a medical problem and admitted in hospital. She was going through, like kind of a very difficult time, death or birth, like death can also come. It was a kind of terminal problem. At that time, one Christian pastor came and told her that that Parishuddha Atma is there. Who take it? I'll take care. It will go for Don't worry. If this happens, Jesus is saving you. And he got saved. And what is the result? She got converted into a Christian. Now, not only her son got saved, there are many others in the hospital got saved. You understand? And there are many who also died. Right? Irrespective of religion, people also die. Irrespective of religion, people also go through good times. Irrespective of religion, they also go through bad times. So why did she get converted? She didn't have an answer for this question. Why do bad things happen to good people? She doesn't know. And normally, most of the conversion happens in hospitals. Don't wonder why all the nurses come from one religion. It's a planned propaganda. I'm not against Christianity or Islam or any religion for that matter. But nobody should change the religion. Yaar, come on. Samjho apne religion ko. Understand your book. Why do you need to change? And that to change with hatred. Now she has gone to a point, she is abusing, the deities of Ganeshji or Krishna or Rama, and the preaching is based on spreading hatred. That, this is good and this is completely rejectable. Means what? Where was the faith? What wrong? What went wrong with the faith? It's a true story of one priest, I forgot his name. Harold Kushner. Not only him, Kushner. There was another priest also. He served God for many years, many years, and then he served in the church. He was giving lectures, all that. He's a good person. And one day he got married. He had a small child. He took his child in a what do you call that, stroller, pram, yeah. And he went out. He was going around, and somewhere in the downtown, suddenly some shooting was happening. Somebody had a quarrel. They shot him, and suddenly one bullet came and hit the pram. And he saw his child is dead. How many months old? 3 months old, 4 months old. One shot, finish. The small infant. He was, what is this? I am serving you. And you're not taking care of me. Do you even exist? Do you even exist? We are imagining some God in the name of God, and we are thinking that he's a well-wisher. I don't think so. He's a well-wisher. If he's a well-wisher, how can he allow this to happen to my son, who is just 3 months old? 3 months old, mein kya kiya usne? Koi karma kiya hai kya? Nothing he has done. He's just born. He's just drinking breast milk. He's a small child. If he's dead, then he told, maybe God is there. God is omniscient. God is omnipresent, but God is not omnipotent. He declared that he is not as powerful. He's there everywhere, and he can be seen in everything, but he's not as powerful. That is his conclusion. Cannot do everything. He cannot. Maybe God also is handicapped sometimes. And people have come up with many philosophies. Right? This is the case with many people. People switch gods also. Like you go from Monday to Wednesday, Ganesh ji Shiv ji se Krishna ji se Ram ji se अभी काम नहीं बन रहा है तो कोई बाबा, फिर ढाबा, अम्मा, कहीं भी जा रहे लोग. Why? What is your problem? Your problem is you don't understand what is the logic behind this material world. या हो क्या रहा है, ये गलत हो रहा है, सही हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, किसी को मालूम नहीं. And this question is not properly answered. You go to any temple, not any temple, I'm not categorically saying no temple will give an answer for this, but many are not giving an answer for this. हमारे साथ बुरा हुआ, कुछ नहीं, अच्छा बात बोल, सब ठीक होगा बेटा, don't worry. That's a good answer. But then ऐसा क्यों हुआ? मुझे ऐसे, how should I understand this situation? Prabhuji is hearing this lecture in a nice cool breeze, 8:30 in the morning, sitting comfortably. You will not understand. When your loved one is in the ICU and the doctor is saying next 5 minutes is critical, then you'll understand what I'm speaking. It's not easy to go through that situation. And you yourself, you yourself are in a situation where you're going to get, the report came and the doctors looked at it. He just looked at it, said, I just need to recheck. Please sit down. And the next 5 minutes are going to be like hell. Why did he said he's going to recheck? Why was his face like that? What is he going to tell? Is it that's all it is? Am I going through a terminal disease that I'm going to die? But by the way, what did I do wrong? Right? And then you start questioning, oh my God, what? I was even going to satsang. I also heard these lectures. I had prasadam. I sponsored prasadam. Why is bad thing happening to me? Why is bad thing happening to me? Right? Very essential question. When wars happen, when famines happen, thousands of people die. Parents die. Children die. Right? You yourself go through horrible phase. Why is it happening? So, today we are going to discuss this question. Why do bad things happen to good people? But let me tell you, it will remain a philosophy, it will remain a topic, theory, if you don't chant. I'm telling this to you again and again and again. 2 into 2 plus 4 is equal to what? Principle. 2 into 2 plus 4 is equal to what? 8. पक्का 8 है ना? हाँ? हाँ. अरे बाप रे. पक्का परफेक्ट बोल दिया इसने. है कि नहीं? 2 into 2 plus 4 is 8. 2 into 2.1. 2 into 1.9 plus 4 is equal to what? कुछ तो है. अब इतना दिमाग मत डालो सुबह. Is it 8? Approximately 8. But it's not 8. It's not 8. Right? So, you all accept with this thing that even a little change made in an equation can change the result. How many agree with this? You all agree with this. Similarly, philosophy with class and prasad minus chanting is equal to time waste. Philosophy with class with prasadam minus chanting is time waste. Actually, it is time waste because it's not going to be useful. I have seen at least 1,000 people in my life in the last 15 years. Whoever have started chanting have remained, and whoever have stopped chanting have gone back to the same world doing the same nonsense. Nothing has gone into them. It's actually the truth because equation works when everything is in right place. Chanting is a duty. It's not a choice. Yuga dharma. ये कलयुग का धर्म है chanting of God's names. When you don't do your duty, you don't get the result. प्रभु जी मेरे को अच्छा लगता है चैंटिंग करना, इसीलिए तो बोल रहे हैं. इसीलिए तो बोल रहे हैं. क्या अच्छा, किसको क्यों अच्छा लग रहा है? Your mind doesn't like it because it controls the mind. Manastrayate iti mantra. I spoke 3 hours about chanting. Please go and hear that lecture. I think it was the 3rd session or something. It's very important because if you do this philosophy and you don't have interest in chanting, what will happen? You will hear the answer, you will get a problem in life, and nothing will help you. In that ICU ward, you will sit there and wonder, पता नहीं क्या बोले प्रभु जी, कुछ भी बकवास किया. You will not get it because the faith goes in when you follow an instruction of a guru. I am following the instruction of my guru. Today, my wife is not in town. She is in Mayapur right now. She took a nice break. There is a Kirtan Mela going on. So, and I was thinking before I speak this topic, I should finish my rounds. Mera battery full charge hona chahiye. Because spiritually I am not charged. What will I speak? I'll speak nonsense. Some comedy jokes I'll put and I'll go. Nothing will happen. You all have invested your time. It will go waste. So I was thinking yesterday night, how will I? Because in the morning it takes almost 1.5 hours to take care of the deities. There is Shri Radha Gopi Vallabh and Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, Gaurnita in our house, Lakshmi Narasimha Swami. उनको उठाना पड़ता है, उनके बेड्स निकालना पड़ता है, उनको पूरा क्लीन करना पड़ता है, उनको आचमन देना पड़ता है, उनके लिए प्रसाद बना भोग बना के देना पड़ता है. You have to do all that, and then you have to do aarti. The whole thing takes close to 2 hours. And my mother, she does it, but she's having back pain these days. Then I was thinking, kya kare? Subah I prayed intensely. Krishna, just make sure that I'm properly charged up. Right? Even though I spoke this topic 100 times, but still it's not me speaking, he is speaking. And he's just using me a medium to speak. I got up. ठप बोल के एकदम 4 बजे को आंख खुल गया. Fully energized. हरी बोल. चल रहा है, कुछ तो चल रहा है. Went to the altar, did the aarti, all the thing. Finished my 16 rounds. Came here, did my 17th round with all of you. I am fully happy. And this is very needed. Why am I sharing this? Not to glorify that, oh, Prabhuji, I'm great. And I'm great. I'm telling that anybody in spiritual life, without proper sadhana, it's not going to work. Even the greatest of the guru, it can be Ramanujacharya or Shankaracharya also. Most empowered acharyas, they also do their sadhana. Sorry, no? They also do their sadhana. Without sadhana, your entire spiritual life is meaningless. It will not take you anywhere. It will not give you the faith to go forward. And faith is everything, Prabhus. If you don't have faith, your faith is not firm. What are we doing here? We are increasing your faith. You already are devotees. You already are connected. These all sessions are increasing your faith. Some places where the questions are not answered, there is a doubt in between. The doubt is being removed. There is a small atheist sitting inside everybody here. अंदर बैठा एक atheist. उसको बाहर निकाल के चाटा मार रहे हैं. 12 weeks, you are pulling that atheist outside, giving him a nice slap that enough is enough. Now you shut your mouth. I don't want to be atheist. In all situations, I want to love Krishna. Like Pandavas. In all situations, they loved Krishna. Their wife was disrobed. Such a big insult. Their kingdom was taken. The mother was planned to be killed. Did they ever go and tell Krishna that, Krishna, why do bad things happen to good people? What wrong did we do? We are with you only. And by the way, you are with us. How can these things happen? We ask that, right? When a powerful person is with us, we immediately say, tu mere saath hai, phir bhi ho raha hai, kahe ka aadmi hai tu? Did Pandavas say that any time? Never. Why? All their 5 sons were killed. Abhimanyu was killed. Cousins were killed. Their most dear great-grandfather was killed. Their most dear guru was killed. Did they ever go and tell Krishna, kya kar raha hai tu? Hai ya nahi hai? Are you there or no? No. Why? Because they had full clarity of this answer. And we all should go to that point. That is the reason I'm saying. And why is this the 8th session we are doing? Why did it take like today 9th in a way? But why did it take so many weeks? Because without the primary foundation, you can't understand the answer of this question. If some of you are new here today, no problem. Hear the thing. But if you're not able to understand, I don't blame you. Right? Because without going through class 1, class 2, class 3, how can you understand class 8, class 9 syllabus? So what you need to do? Go back and hear the previous sessions. Right? Just go back and hear it again. Play it again. And the more you hear, the more number of times you actually get convinced. Oh, now I know what Prabhuji is speaking. Why did he speak this? So okay, I'm not sending the slides. Right? Let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and just send it. I forgot. Hare Krishna. So how many are there in the 2025 batch group, WhatsApp group? All are there? How many are not there? That's a better question. Is there anybody who's not there? Yeah. Can somebody help them? Who is an admin here? Yeah, Mataji can help. Yeah. Sorry, Mataji. Yeah. Lift your hand and make sure she adds you, because I'm going to send these slides in those and then you will not have them. Right? Yeah. As soon as you turn, just make the Mataji's name is Shalu Mataji. Just lift your hand and she'll come and add you. So I'll send the slides once everybody is added, because then you'll not know it. So one of the things, so there are a few topics that we are discussing. We are going to discuss what is karma in first place. Hai kya karma bolte rehte hain. What is the meaning of this word in totality? What is the meaning of this word? Then we're going to discuss the laws behind karma. Does karma function with some laws, or it's illogically just functioning? Then we're going to discuss commonly asked questions about karma. These 3 topics will finish today. Next week is a second half of the same session where we'll discuss types of karma. Then we'll discuss sources of karma. We'll discuss very interesting topic called destiny versus karma. I'll tell you what it is. Then benefits of understanding these laws of karma. What are the benefits? And finally, how should we handle the laws of karma? It's functioning. How should we handle it? See, many years ago, I asked a question to a Brahmin. I asked a question that you're telling that if I do bad, please hear this attentively. You're telling that if I do bad, I'm going to get bad. If I do good, I'm going to get good. Right? You all heard this? Yes. And then when something bad happens, you're telling it is destined. Right? You're written. You're born with a destiny. It happened. Right? And then you are saying that if I do bad, there's something contradictory here. Wait a second. If I'm going to be destined to go through this, that means something is already written. That means I don't have a free will to do. Destiny is already pulling me there. Free will means what? I can do whatever I want to do. Right? Free will means God is giving me the freedom to do whatever I want to do. Okay? But destiny says it is going to happen. So where is free will? And if there is free will, then there is a meaning to karma. Karma means what? If I do good karma, I get good things. If I do bad karma, I get bad things. There seems to be a big paradox between these 3 things. That there is karma, there is destiny, and there is free will. One of them is not matching. Did you all understand? Yes. I asked this question many places. I'll not name the institution name, big institutions. I went and asked many people in those institutions. Nobody could answer. They just said, do meditation, you will get your answer. Or just, believe that, the Supreme Lord is there, and that belief will answer. I'm not saying their answers are wrong or right, but they're not good enough for me. I was not enough convinced. If there is destiny, then there cannot be karma. How can there be karma if there is destiny? I'm destined to break my leg tomorrow. Right? That is my destiny. Right? So, where is the question of free will? That means somebody already planned. Mera pair today wala hai pakka. It's already planned. Then how can you say, Prabhu, you broke the leg of somebody, that is the reason your leg broke today? Right? It doesn't work. So this answer you're going to get next week. But I want you to prepare and come back. What is your feeling? Okay? You all have to think. See, hearing knowledge is one thing. Contemplation of knowledge is another thing. Contemplation means what? You go to home and you start actually thinking. Kya bola hai wo? And how does it work? You actually put your mind and think about what you have heard. That is what is Svadhyaya, and that is what goes into your heart and creates faith. If you simply hear whatever I'm telling and don't think about it and don't try to meditate on that, don't try to discuss it out, right? Then it will not actually register in your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that most of you in the group, why do we put those question answers? That Baburam Prabhu is not here, he's in Nepal right now. Maybe he'll come next week. He is putting question answers every day. Why do you think he's putting? Because he is trying to make you contemplate. He's trying to make you think. You heard something, right, on Saturday? Try to recollect and try to answer. Because when you answer, you'll think, wait a second, why did he say like that? No, I have another question. Contemplation is very, very important. Otherwise, your faith will remain there only, and you will not, even though you heard the knowledge, you will forget it very easily. You will forget it, and then you will come back to the same question. And contemplation happens very nicely when you chant. Again, the same thing. 2 into 2 plus 4 is equal to 8. Right? All the things are important. Hearing is important. Contemplation is important. Discussion is important. Right? And chanting is also important. That's a process which gives you the empowerment, which raises your consciousness, right? If you are in Annamaya state, you cannot understand Anandamaya topic. You cannot understand. कितना भी समझो समझ में नहीं आएगा. So you have to rise from Annamaya to Pranamaya to Jnanamaya to Vijnanamaya to Anandamaya. And this rising will not happen through this lecture. It will happen through chanting. Consciousness shift happens through the very extraordinary power of God, which comes from His names only. Namnamakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Tatratipa Niyamita Smaranena Kala. He's saying, I have invested all my energies in these names. You just chant them and I'll raise it. Hanumanji could make a bridge by just chanting Ram's name. Right? Valmiki just chanted Ram's name and his consciousness became right to write entire Ramayana. So chanting of name is not an ordinary thing. You might think, Prabhuji, ये तो हमेशा करते थे. नहीं, होता है. टाइम लगता है. चेतो दर्पण मर्जनम भवमहा द्वावाग्नि निर्वापनम. दर्पण clean होने में टाइम लगता है. Right? I have this glasses that I wear. Sometimes when dust comes on it, I have to clean them. Otherwise, I'll see only dusty things. Isn't it? And this cleaning happens not by Rexona or Lux. It happens by chanting. Your body can be cleaned by those soaps, but your heart cannot be cleaned by any soap except chanting of God's name with faith. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. That faith. Ask, beg Krishna, please make me understand these answers. Without these, it's very difficult for me to lead a life. Problems are coming again and again and again and again. There is no end to the problem. Yeah. अरे बाप रे, अगले हफ्ते डिस्कस करेंगे. अभी उसमें चले गए तो वो टॉपिक आगे जाएगा. बट अमेजिंग, यू नो, ही इज ऑलरेडी थिंकिंग दैट क्या फ्री विल, कर्मा और डेस्टिनी में क्या लिंक है. प्रणिल प्रभु ये एज में बोलने वाले हैं. मैं तेरे एज में गोटियां खेलता था. 3 गोटी रख के, कर्मा डेस्टिनी फ्री विल, ये मस्को. Anyway, it's nice. I'm very happy to know that you are attempting. Okay, so we add हो गया. Everybody's added? Okay. So I'll send it. Please go through these slides also. I'm sending them to you so that, you know, later on you can just browse through them. Just browse through it. It will take 10 minutes for you. But whatever we discussed, it will be a little recap for most of you. So I've sent all of them instead of sending one by one. So there is, do all the religions agree on this concept of karma? Almost. Almost. But their ending and starting is a little different. Correct. Correct. Yeah. Correct. So, Prabhuji actually went into the next session already. But I'll come back to the basic karma. Basic karma. If I do good, good will happen. If I do bad, bad will happen. This is basic karma. Basic karma. Do all the religions agree on this? Every religion. Every religion, whether you call it Christianity, Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Jainism, Hinduism, Sikhism, Islam, Buddhism, and whatever ism, right? They all have to agree on this karma because that doesn't function. When you go to a temple or a mosque or anything, they have to tell, अच्छा जियो, अच्छा रहो. क्यों रहना अच्छा? अच्छा रहोगे तो अच्छा होगा. इतना तो सब बोलते हैं, right? This concept of karma is not something that is belonging only to Sanatan Dharma. It is everywhere. Nobody can deny that. Right? Everybody agrees on that. But what is this karma? Is karma an action or a reaction? If I do this, अच्छे कर्म करो, do good karma. Is it an action? Or, hooray, because of this karma you got it? Or is it a reaction? What is it? Action or reaction?
Can be both because of both? But mainly because of the action, the reaction.
When you need? Correct. But that's at the next level again. Basic level, when you do something, right? I'll talk about types of karma. There it will come, right? So there are some karmas which give a reaction. There are some karmas which don't have any reaction, right? What is that karma that doesn't have a reaction? Probably partially introduce that, but then we'll discuss in detail later. If we get into that, then it will be a complete deviation. So basically, karma is action also, it's reaction also. It's both, right? You do something and you get a reaction to that. Both of them together constitute as karma. Now, whose actions you're getting reactions? Your own, right? Your own. So, there is a picture of, this, I think in the third slide, what is karma slide, there is a picture you can see, of somebody pushing, what do you call that? Domino effect, right? Dominoes. You know what is a domino, right? You push something, it'll fall, it'll go somewhere. Just imagine you're having these big doors, around them, and the last door is behind you, right? So you push that and say, door gir raha hai, dekho kaise gir raha hai, kaise gir raha hai. Last door will come and part, it will fall on you. How did this happen? You pushed it. No, but I pushed this door. How come this door fall on me? Because there is a whole rhythm. Right? How it comes back to you is mystic, but it will come back to you. Even in YouTube, there are a lot of videos, instant karma coming back, some fun videos. You did something wrong, immediately part it comes back to you. That's how they think. But do all the karma come back at the same time? No. If it comes back at the same time, we can't live only. We can't just lead a life only. Right? If your entire karma is given immediately, instantly, you're finished. Right? That doesn't work like that. Newton's law says every action has a equivalent reaction, right? Every action has an equivalent reaction, opposite reaction, equivalent and opposite reaction. Is this equal to the law of karma as mentioned in the Vedas? No. What is missing in this Newton's law as against what is mentioning in the Vedas? It says every action has an opposite and equivalent reaction, which is true. There's something more to it in Vedas when it comes to karma, which is not there in Newton's law. What is it? It is equivalent. Eventually it becomes equal. Huh? It is also, opposite में ना किसी भी तरह से वापस आता है. That's the meaning of opposite. What is it that is there in Vedas in relation to karma, which is not there in Newton's law? Every action has an opposite and equal reaction.
Not every action has a reaction.
You're almost there. Simple answer is there is no.
Not every karma has a reaction.
Every karma has a reaction. But some of them doesn't have, which is what he was saying, there is no aspect of mercy in Newton's law. There is nothing called mercy. तूने गलत किया तो गलत होगा, लेकिन कोई ऊपर वाला आके उसको रोक भी सकता है. There is no aspect of God in Newton's law. समझ रहे ना? If everything is happening as per action and reaction, why are you sitting in satsang? There is no point, no? There is something which can stop this also. There is something, if I take shelter of, it can change it also. There is the reason we are here. Every action is opposite reaction. हो गया यार, क्या है? What is there to complain? What is there to discuss? No, there is something to discuss also. And that is the reason we are all here. Right? The aspect of God's mercy. An Oxford Dictionary definition is the sum of persons' actions in this and the previous states of existence viewed as deciding their fate in future existences. बाप रे, Oxford ने भी ठीक ही बोला है. Not only today, in future it is going to get affected. ऐसा नहीं है यही जिंदगी में आएगा, अगली जिंदगी में भी आ सकता है. People get confused with karma because they don't understand the correlation between action and reaction. That is the problem. They think, अरे मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों है? मैंने इतना नहीं किया. I have not done this much. Why this much is happening? When Dhritarashtra also asked this question to Krishna, 100 sons. Then Lord Krishna explained, I'll not get into detail, what he explained, 50 lives ago, you killed 100 children of a bird. You killed. And you had to pay a reaction to that. I'm forgetting the exact thing that he did. But he needs to have 100 sons as a reaction to that. Now, to get a son, it's not like, you will just get it because you are begetting. No. It's a fortune to get a son and daughter also. But then son has a different role to play. Last week we discussed about Pinda Pradhan and all those activities, very, very important activities the son has to do. So to get that kind of son, you have to do so much of good karma. And you accumulated good karma for 50 lives to get 100 sons and now they are done. Right? Oh my God, so much complicated is the laws of karma. We can't sit here and calculate. It's one to many, it's many to one. Right? One karma can lead to many reactions in future. And one or many actions in the past can lead to one karma reaction in this life. It's all decided according to what? According to your capacity to go through it. Your level of consciousness decides. The more you get spiritually advanced, the more difficulties will come. Yes. Right? So congratulations, everybody. The more you get spiritually advanced, the more difficulties will come. Why more difficulties come? Because in those difficulties, you become purified. How do you become purified? You take shelter of God. Your faith increases whenever a difficulty comes. Right? So people who don't have so much faith in God are not given the tests that they can pass. All of us are going to get tested and all of us will pass in the test. Krishna will never put a test that we can't pass. Be assured on that. That's a good news. He'll never put a test that you can't pass. Every test is according to your capacity to handle it. But if you attend these classes, if you chant properly, if you develop devotion and love towards God, you will not only pass that test, and you can also surprise Krishna that I'm ready for the next test now only. Khatam karo pura syllabus. Krishna, I'm ready. Take the finish the test. According to your surrender, tests are going to come. Ye yathamam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajami. Krishna is saying, according to how you approach me, I approach you like that. Right? If you're not ready to, if you don't have that kind of faith, I'm also going to keep it like that only. You'll never understand the secret behind this life, the secret behind the material world. You can just lead a life like an animal. Khao, piyo, so, bacha peda karo. Khatam. But if you want to go to the next level, I'm going to help you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are we ready? Yes? No? Yes? Yeah. We should be ready. We should be not inviting difficulties, we're ready to face the difficulties. Right? You see, once I had planted 2 plants, in my farm. One plant, I put lot of water and it growed very nicely. Other plant, apparently the water didn't reach. I was thinking I'm putting, but the water didn't reach. Something happened. Water was going some other place. That plant was not growing only. Barely it grew. Other plant grew like anything. Right? But then, when a windstorm came, the plant that grew fell down. And the plant that did not grow that much, it was decently high, it didn't fall only. What just happened?
The plant you were given water was happily enjoying the water, but the plant that wasn't getting it was stretching its roots to find water sources.
Roji, banda, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, Hare Krishna. I'm amazed. I'm telling you, these answers are not given by ISB graduates. Hari bol. Simple answer बोल दिए, एकदम सीधा सीधा. When you go through difficulties, you stretch and make your, spiritual muscle stronger and stronger. That plant was going down and down because it was not getting water. It was trying to find its water for existence. And its roots were going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and they were holding each other, trying to find their water. Other plant fellow is easily getting water. Why should I even go deep? And when the wind came, this plant fell off because its roots were not deep enough. But the other plant, even though whatever wind came, it was holding so much then nothing happens. Right? So difficulties in our life are only going to make us stronger. Understand this. Very simple principle. Right? If something, there's a good saying, if something doesn't kill you, it makes you more stronger. That's all. So if something doesn't, even the worst thing that can happen can make you more and more stronger. There is one person, a German devotee in ISKCON, names apart. So he and his wife, his children, they all were serving they were devotees. He was working and they all were serving in Germany, some temple. And he had a desire that he wants to dedicate more. But his children were small, wife, and he wanted to take care of them and all. With all good intentions he was going, but his desire was also like that. And his wife's desire also was that, I think my husband's desire should be fulfilled. We should be relieved from normal responsibilities like that. Now, I'm telling an extreme thing. Road accident, wife and children died in Germany. Brutal accident. Now, what was the understanding he got out of it? Krishna has taken my wife and my children back, and now he has given me more time and 100% time to do more. He came to America and he became a temple president in a place called New Vrindavan. And he's serving there. Now, how do you understand this? Externally, world can think, hey, what kind of merciless talk are you talking? You can't. There won't be any logic for for understanding this. But from Krishna's angle, he is advancing. He is ultimately taking everybody back. And these kind of desired people are not going to be allowed to stay here. How they went, when they went, at what age they went, is for materialistic people to understand. From a spiritual point of view, ho gaya kaam. His desire is fulfilled. He wanted to serve his guru. And wife and children are gone because they also wanted, children may not even understand, but the children have taken birth for a reason in their family. Unless it is explained in Bhagavad Gita that when you attend spiritual classes and when you make some advancement in this life, when you die, Krishna is telling, you don't take birth in a normal family next life. Either you take birth in a very, very rich family. Why rich family? Because then you don't have to think about roti kapada makan. You can only attend satsangs. But that doesn't happen. Mostly it doesn't happen. And another thing that you take birth is a good Vaishnava family, where the family parents are already devotees, and you're just joining that family to continue your spiritual life. This is the advantage. So those children who were born to him and his wife were not ordinary children. They were born to be, just to deliver. Now somebody asked a question to me in this group only. I don't remember who, but they said, I think, one-on-one message. What about children who are taking birth, who are still birth? Or they have just taken birth and they have died? Right? Prabhu, what wrong did they do? You are talking about laws of karma. But yeah, that was how much karma they had to burn. That's all. It's not easy answer to accept when you go through it. Right? One of my satsang, in our satsang, there is one Prabhuji. Should I name? No, I will not name. Personal incident. His wife had a miscarriage. On which day? After birth. 9 months she was pregnant. Right? She had a beautiful child. And the child died the day the child was born. And he attended this session previously. He attended this session. And he also told this session to some people. He became a preacher. Right? And then he faced this. Completely devastated. But he understood. And then now they have another son. After 2 years, 3 years, they had another child. And wonderful child they have now. That fellow all the time chants, jumps, kirtan, that's all he does. And he is a preacher. This Prabhuji is a preacher. 200 people are attending right now in BHL. The program that he does. Right? Now, what just happened? How did Krishna help him? As per the destiny, he got what he's supposed to get. But because of he used his free will in such a way that that prepared him to face that incident and made him more and more stronger. समझ रहे हैं ना? It's not an auspicious incident, but it is auspicious also. Because now you understand how the world is functioning. It has prepared you for even difficult, even the most diverse problems that are going to come in future. समझ रहे हैं ना? There is always something to learn. This material world, you should not understand it as a, some kind of discotheque or pub where you're coming here to dance and enjoy. This material world is a school. क्या है ये प्रपंच? ये जो भौतिक प्रपंच है क्या है? It is a school. In school, what do you learn? Why do you go to school? To learn. To learn. This entire material world and your life is only to learn. There is nothing to achieve out of it. Prabhuji, I think I got 3 degrees. I also have a plot. I also have a flat. I also have a villa in some jilla. Doesn't matter. That doesn't have any meaning actually. उसका कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. Because that was not something that we were supposed to achieve in this life. This life is only to learn. To learn so that you get enough wisdom to go back to Krishna. ये पूरा जिंदगी इसी के लिए. बहुत हाई कॉन्सेप्ट बोल रहा हूं मैं. इसलिए 8वां सेशन है ना, इसलिए 9th सेशन you can say. Because by now you should be ready to hear this, that this life is not meant to. So प्रभु जी क्या फिर जॉब नहीं करेंगे, बिजनेस नहीं करेंगे, कंपटीशन कैसे फेस करेंगे, ये कैसे करेंगे, अप्रेजल का क्या होगा, सब होगा. But don't be too much boggled by those things. Don't get too much attached to it. That should not determine your life. Be competitive. Arjuna was competitive. He was shooting the arrows like nobody else was shooting, but he exactly knew, Krishna, karna to tujhe tumhe hi hai. Right? I'm just doing this as a duty. But you are the one who is doing it. I'm just an instrument. Right? Yajnartha karmano vanyatra loko yam karma bandhana tad artha karma kaunteya yukta sangha samachara. Krishna is telling to Arjuna in 3rd chapter. Do this karma like a yajna. Offer it to me. Tad artha karma kaunteya. That is the meaning of karma. Just offer it to me. Mukta sangha samachara. You will not get bound by your karma if you lead a life like that. And you have to learn this art. It's not going to come overnight. ऐसा प्रभु समझिए, आई थिंक कर्म ने आया, समझ गया प्रभु, हो गया प्रभु, प्रसाद कब है? प्रसाद है, लेकिन इतना आसान नहीं है सीखना, टाइम लगता है. क्या प्रभु?
आपने कहा ये मटेरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड एक प्रिजन है जिसमें हम ऐसे अटके हुए हैं, और फिर आपने कहा भी एक स्कूल है यहाँ पे जिसमें हमें सीखना है.
प्रिजन भी स्कूल ही है बेटा. प्रिजन एक बहुत अच्छा स्कूल है जहाँ पे कोई डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं होता है. बैठ के सीखते हैं बच्चे. You know what is the meaning of another name of prison? You all know that, right? What is it called? Another name of prison? Correction house. If you go and see, it's actually called correction house, where people are given an opportunity to correct themselves, to correct their consciousness, to correct their choices. But when they come out of the prison, they don't repeat it. You know? So all the religions kind of accept on the same thing. So let's go forward. Are there laws behind karma? Does karma function as per any laws? Like I just told, there is a law which says every action has a opposite and equivalent reaction. That's a law, right? Does karma also have a law? Yeah, it is a law. So only karma has some law. Anything else? Can you think of any other law scientifically? Any other law? Law of nature. Any other laws? Science students है ना यहाँ पे? Law of gravity. प्रभु जी? There is law of relativity, law of cause and effect, law of polarity, law of rhythm, law of gestation, law of transmutation, thermodynamics, law of vibration. Right? So many laws are there. Yeah? Now, law of gravity. How do you experience law of gravity? Can somebody show me law of gravity? देखो.
किसी के पास एक एप्पल ट्री है,
तेरा टीचर कौन है? अच्छा समझा तेरे को. Yeah. No, अच्छा है. एप्पल के बारे में बोल रहा. What is this person's name who threw the apple? Newton. Newton was sitting, apple fell down. I would have just picked and eaten it. मेरा जैसे आदमी गिरते आ रहा है, एप्पल मिल गया यार, खा लेता हूँ. But Newton was a little more intelligent than me. He was like, गिरा क्यों, ऊपर क्यों नहीं गया? Right? आजकल कोई ऐसा बोलता है, उसको एरागड्डा में ज्वाइन करते हैं जाके. पागल है, ऊपर कैसे आएगा? But ऐसा नहीं. You have to see the invisible laws behind nature. That's called intelligence. To see behind the physical thing, you have to see some laws that are happening in background. Newton question, why is it not? So to show something is gravity, you have to put it down. Like I'm holding this bottle, it has gone down. It has not gone up. To show gravity, to understand gravity, it's a theory. To show gravity, you have to act on that. Is that right? Only when you act, you can see the law. In the same way, any other, like pendulum also, you pull that thing, you pull it till here and leave it, then it goes there and again it comes back. Right? Anything in science, to prove the theory into real practical, you have to do some activity. Is that true? How many believe this? To prove a theory, you have to do some practical. How many believe this? Huh? Without doing practical, can you prove it? Law of relativity, law of gravity. Nahi na? Nahi na? You all agree? Pakka? Krishna is here. You are agreeing? To prove something that is theory into practical, you have to do some activity. Yes or no? Yes. So is chanting. ये प्रभु घुमा के वहीं पे लेकर आते हैं. So is chanting. Chanting says, by chanting your heart will be cleansed, your faith will increase. That's a theory. You have to do it practically to experience it. और प्रभु जी स्पिरिचुअलिटी बिलीफ सिस्टम है, साइंस प्रैक्टिकल है. अब क्या तुम ही लोग बोले ना, सेम थिंग आई एम टेलिंग. स्पिरिचुअलिटी इज आल्सो अ साइंस. इफ यू डू इट, इट विल वर्क. इफ यू डोंट डू इट, इट विल नॉट वर्क. प्रभु चैंटिंग क्या है, प्रभु आप कुछ भी बोलते रहे, चैंटिंग. कैन यू गो एंड टेल इन कॉलेज ग्रेविटी ग्रेविटी बोलते, कुछ नहीं होता है. उसको उठा के पटकेंगे नीचे, देख ग्रेविटी. एक्सपीरियंस क्या है ग्रेविटी? सेम वे even in spiritual life, it's a science. It's an invisible science. But if you follow what is being told by the great acharyas, the great acharyas are telling, you do this, it works. There are invisible laws of nature, invisible things that are happening in the background, which you can't even see, and they are affecting you. I'll ask a simple question. Our culture, our Sanatan Dharma is such a scientific actually. I don't think there is any other religion on this planet except Sanatan Dharma, which is even scientific. At this level, they must have copied something from here there. But then every single thing that you do in Sanatan Dharma is a meaning. Every single thing, like the way I'm sitting Padmasana. When you sit in Padmasana, your breathing is perfect and your thoughts are ekdam straight. In chanting also, there are 3 P's, 4 P's actually. Posture, pronunciation, place, and prayer. All the 4 things work together. Right? So, something like our ancestors, they used to use mud vessels, clay vessels. Why? Tell me why. Why clay vessels? They could not make with iron, they could not make with steel. Only Tata Steel came and told what is steel. Why they were using clay vessels? It is more nutritious, yes. Nature's effect is there. Some special minerals come into your food when you cook it in clay. Spiritually, how is it? What is the relation of it with spirituality? This is with Ayurveda, yes. But what about spirituality? How eating in clay vessels has got to do anything with spirituality? Yeah, Mataji, you both are standing. Clay vessels क्यों यूज करना है? सोच के बताइए. नहीं, मैं बैठने के लिए नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. मैं आंसर पूछ रहा हूँ. Just encouraging. Hey, Prabhuji. It keeps you grounded. How? You feel more related to the nature, more connected to the nature. Is that what you meant? Right? Grounded. Yes. Something more. थिंक मोर, लड़ाओ माइंड को, थोड़ा यूज करो. अब तक यूज नहीं किया, इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री कहीं पे भी, अभी यूज करो. हाँ, सात्विक फूड इज मेड इन क्ले वेजल्स, वेरी नाइस. सात्विक मूवमेंट का रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है यहाँ पे. यस, थिंक, कम ऑन, सोचो. Why our ancestors used clay vessels? Yes, Mataji, can think of anything? Prabhuji's. Yeah, last attempt.
Clay is basically mud, and mud भगवान से आया.
Connection to God. Very good, very good. Yes. It shows impermanence, but yeah, yes. One other way of looking at it. Wonderful answer, Prabhuji. Simple thing. What is the thing about clay vessel as compared to the steel vessel? It can break, isn't it? It can break. So when you have to deal with something that breaks, how do you deal with it? Carefully. Carefully. And what is the quality that comes when you start doing everything carefully?
You become more focused.
Focused.
Responsible.
Responsible. Concentration. Humility. Rosie? Servitude. Care. Just imagine, just by using clay vessels in your house, so many qualities will come into the people in the house. How do you serve when somebody else? धीरे से, आप बैठिए ना, बैठिए, धीरे से निकाल के, धीरे से डाल. There is a slowness, there is a concentration, there is humility. Even when you're washing it, you're washing it with humility. You're not dealing things roughly. Even when you're rhythm, even when you're angry, how do you deal with your vessels? No matter how angry you are, you might shout there, but you'll immediately control your anger, because your anger can break the vessel. So anger management is happening in the house. Yeah. And even if in that anger you break that fellow's head with the vessel, it will not break because it's clay. Don't try. You understand it? Well, if you take the same cooker लेके मारा तो मर जाएगा बंदा. Clay vessel से थोड़ा chance है ऐसी तक जाने का. But then just think about it. So many things are taught just by spiritually also and materially also. How many agree with what I told now? See, now you tell me, is Sanatan Dharma scientific or no? It's very scientific. Doors in our villages were very small. People are tall, but doors are small. Why?
So
they need to bend and go. How is it good to bend? Spiritually, how is it good to bend? Respectfulness. Somebody came to beat you. He's standing, hey, बाहर आ रहा तेरे को देख लेता हूँ. मैं भी आ रहा हूँ तेरे को देखने के लिए. You go to the door, bend and go outside. Namaste ji, कैसे सब ठीक है? Your feeling has changed. Just by bending. So everything, yoga is postures. Postures, there's so many things to do. L4, L5, L3, C1, C2, everything is fixed if your doors are small. You bend and go, you bend and get up. Your Surya Namaskaras are happening. Every time you go outside, there is asana you are doing. So many things are happening by keeping the door small. Of course, humility that, my door is not that big. Temple doors are very big. House doors are always small. Because temple doors are why they are big? Because God has to come out no matter what size he is, and he has to see everything no matter where it is. Temple doors are very big. House doors are always small. Of course, when your house is a temple, you can keep a big door. But the point is what? It's very scientific. There is a village in Karnataka. I think the village name is Loot. Something like that. And it is named after a festival called Loot. What is a festival? They go, even now it happens, I have not gone there, but I heard this in a discourse. Entire village comes out that day. Village, there are 10,000 people in the village. All 10,000 people are outside the house. They all go house to house. They go into your house, they come into your house also. You also go into somebody's house. They come, they take all your vessels and break them. That is the festival. They come into your house, they take your vessel, part, पूरा फोड़ के चले जाएंगे. And by evening, you get new vessels. free. That is the festival. It's called the loot festival. Why? Why do they do that? They are giving a life to the potter community. They want to make sure every single community exists. And it's equally seen, importantly, it is seen. It's a festival. The potter also waits. Hey, my vessels, he's making the whole vessels for the whole year, like there, of course, during the year also he'll sell. But then this is the time the entire thing stock will go out. Right? And how is he paid? Everybody pays him. Through kind or through money or some other way. The community is maintained. This is called Vedic culture. Nobody, no technology removed anybody. Whenever there was a thought to invent something, immediately a person in the village, his name was Darshanik. There was a person called Darshanik. Can anyone say Darshanik? Darshanik. This was a person, one or two persons in the village. Highly people who with great intelligence who could see a future. Right? Good and proper spiritually knowledge people were there in every village, even in your village. And somebody, like, she got an idea. Radhika Mati says, I want to invent cell phone. Darshanik would tell, Chubet. Nahi chahiye. Because he could see the future, what that is going to do. Right? Any technology which takes you away from nature, which takes you away from each other, is an unnecessary problem. Has internet done good or bad? It has done bad, we are using it for good. Like right now, I'm using it for good by recording the lecture. But actually what it has done is bad. What way bad? Information is available. Prabhuji, ye to acha hai. But is that a right information? Or is it wrong information? Nobody knows. Earlier, children were learning from their parents. From their, from their teachers. Now they are learning from anywhere. And parents can't explain them what they have learned is wrong. They can't explain. At one point, they just have to give up. Kya kare yaar? Nahi sun raha beta. Because children are very eager to learn. And they can learn from everywhere. And now learning from everywhere without knowing what is the source can be a very dangerous thing. It's a very dangerous thing. It can lead you to anything. Like right now there is a propaganda. Eat protein. They wanted to have a business of protein. Bhima also ate protein. Yudhishthira also ate protein. Shivaji Maharaj also ate protein. Sambhaji Maharaj also ate protein. What protein are you talking about? Propaganda. They want to sell some products. And say it's protein. And protein keeps you thin. Protein keeps you this. Protein. Ho gaya propaganda. Now, how will you go and convince the ancestral, your, घर में तुम्हारे दादाजी या नाना जी, बच्चा खाते ही जा रहा है, he is only eating protein. नहीं, carbs ज्यादा नहीं होते, carbs, अरे मैं जिंदा हूं रे, 100 साल का आदमी जिंदा हूं मैं, नहीं ये तुम्हारा डाइट पूरा खराब है, protein. Now, how can you explain? Because the way they are explaining, they have created so much theory around it that you have not prepared. You just learned from your parents. Don't eat after sunset. Whatever you want to eat before sunset. If you are so hungry after sunset, just have some water or some buttermilk. Right? Don't eat things which are hard to digest after sunset because all the machinery is off. All the organs are off. This is our science. Now, if people challenge this, how are you going to explain? You can't explain. You will experience. In AG hospital, you will experience. That's all will happen. Right? But you can't do anything. See, this is the problem of inventing things which is going to create more karma. Right? Creating karma. Creating karma is like this only. You start doing things irresponsibly. Start using your intelligence irresponsibly. You think anything you invent is good. No, anything you invent is not good, Baba. It's not good. Refrigerator is actually should be used only for dead bodies. We are also using it for becoming dead in the house. After refrigerator came, what happened? आज का सब्जी है, कल का सब्जी है. तो एक हफ्ते पुराना है. When I was in America, one of my friends, his wife was going to India for a vacation. And I asked him, अरे क्या खाएगा फिर तुम? बॉस 45 days she loves me. क्या मतलब है? 45 days का बना के चले जा रही है वो, right? She made food for 45 days, put them in nice containers. It's a planned, advanced planning, you know. And every rack में, you know, week 1 का rack है, week 2 का rack है, week 3 का rack है, week 4 का rack है, week 5, week 6, week 7, darling, I love you, I'm back. ठीक है? और ये बंदा उसको बोला भैया क्या प्यार करते, प्यार है उसमें, लेकिन किसके लिए? उसको मारने के लिए. That kind of food you will have, what will happen? There is no prana shakti. Do you know there is something called prana shakti in food? Right? All our houses in the past, our scientific ancestors, if I may dare to say so, in their houses, behind the kitchen there was a garden. Behind the kitchen there was a garden. Every single house. Now behind the kitchen, don't go because you'll fall 2 floors down. There's nothing now. Right? Don't go and bend and see where is the garden. गिर के मरोगे. So point is, there was a garden. Why? Because vegetables were plucked before cooking. धनिया निकाला, लेकर आके डाल दिया. टमाटर निकाला, काट के डाल दिया. मूली निकाला, काट के डाल दिया, पका दिया. Within 3-4 hours, the prana shakti in the vegetable is gone. Diminishes. What you are buying in Raitu Bazaar, right? When is it cut? You don't even know. What is it put on to make it look fresh? You can know if you want. There is a chemical, पूरा मरे हुए पत्ते को उसमें डालो, बाहर निकालो, it will become like stiff, as if you have cut it just now, and you have no clue what he is doing. Does it create karma? Yes. Everybody who is involved in that will get that karma. Right? Now you're reading that. Oh, acha. So science. We were more scientific before. When we were living with nature, we were more scientific before. Now the science is only, to accumulate. See, there is one. I forgot his name. He's called the Waterman of India. From Rajasthan. He revived 7 rivers. One person. 7 rivers he revived in Rajasthan. Very famous, very simple person. See, this is the problem, na? We never heard of such people. Huh? He gave a lecture in IIT Delhi. He gave a lecture. People the jaws fell down when he explained how did he revive the 7 rivers. How he brought back the greenery. It took him 40 years, 30 to 40 years. He gave his life for that. He brought it back. How did he? He just worked with the nature. He didn't do anything different. He just worked with the nature. He allowed the water to flow. He stopped certain activities, and all the villagers trusted him when he told, just do this. 5 साल में greenery वापस आ जाएगा. अब सिर्फ ये करो. They did it, but they had the patience to wait. How do you learn patience? Have a good garden in your house. You learn patience. Simple. How ladies in the past were so patient for everything? Because they used to do gardening. Gardening was part of an activity in the house. Males used to do gardening in a big way to grow the crops. The females also do gardening. Everybody, how many are doing gardening? Nobody is doing gardening. Barely. वो छोटा balcony में. Right? ठीक है, वो तो करो. है ना? Gardening से क्या सीखते हो? Takes time, but it comes. One of the best plants to learn gardening is bamboo. You keep the bamboo, you put water. ऐसे 1 साल वाटर डाला, bamboo is like this. 2 years bloody. अरे तो उगेगा नहीं उगेगा क्या? किस पे डालना है पानी? Sometimes 5 years. Like this. And when it starts growing, you can't stop it. It will go till 3-4 floors also. That's about bamboo. Bamboo takes time. It decides when it wants to grow. Right? This is what we have to learn. In spiritual life also you have to learn. Keep watering it, keep chanting, keep hearing, keep doing. Wait for the time you will grow. Your consciousness will grow. You won't even realize when you have grown. You don't know what is happening inside. आपके अंदर कितना बदलाव आ रहा है आपको मालूम भी नहीं है. You won't even realize, and you will become a different person. Somebody you would never thought that you will become. Right? There are 4 stages of building the consciousness. 4 stages. First stage, you are unconsciously incompetent. Repeat after me. Unconsciously incompetent. That's the first stage. I'll explain it. Second stage, you are consciously incompetent. Consciously incompetent. Third stage, you are consciously competent. Consciously competent. Fourth stage, you're unconsciously competent. What does it mean? Let's go to the lowest. Unconsciously incompetent. Meaning, you have bad habits, bad thoughts, bad decisions, everything you're doing, and you don't even know that you're doing like that. You're unconsciously incompetent. You're unconsciously incompetent. You came to satsang. I started telling, Re Prabhuji, this is not, Mataji, this is not right. Now what is the problem? You are consciously incompetent. You know that it is wrong, but you can't help it because you are habituated to it. I want to get up late, I want to eat that, I want to smoke, I want to drink, I want to do pub, I want to have bad relationships, I want to have illicit sex, I want to have that, I want all kinds of. But क्या करें? Prabhuji, I think what it links right, karma के बारे में बोला Prabhuji, फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है Prabhuji, क्या करें? What is the problem? What stage are you in? Consciously incompetent. Then you start chanting. Prabhuji chanting बोला, शायद काम करेगा. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Okay, I'm chanting 1 round. Prabhuji ने बोला ज़्यादा करो. चलिए, एकादशी 2 rounds. Okay, धीरे धीरे after 6 months, Prabhuji, I'm chanting 12 rounds now. Slowly, your bad habits are going away. They'll go away. Your ability to say no is increasing. Your ability to say no, no, I will not eat this. I will not do this. Then what is the third stage? Consciously competent. You are conscious also, what is right, what is wrong, and you are competent also. That I am doing everything right. Now the peak stage is what? You are unconsciously competent. Meaning, you don't even know how good you have become. People, अरे क्या इतना बदल गया? सच्ची में, I don't realize. If you see your ancestors, go to your ancestors, आप इतना सुबह कैसे उठ जाते हैं? पता नहीं, उठ जाते हैं. कैसे? Have you heard that? नींद खुल जाता है. रोज बोल रहा है चल प्रो, तुम इतने देर सोते कैसे? उसका हमारा आंसर क्या है? नहीं, सबसे नीचे अनकॉन्शियस है. पता नहीं, सोते हैं. Right? Unconsciously. Let's repeat it. What is the lowest stage? Unconsciously incompetent. Next is consciously incompetent. Next is consciously competent. Best stage is unconsciously competent. Right? Annamaya, Pranamaya, Jnanamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. This is what happens when you come to good satsangs. And this is very important. What activity you are doing, Prabhujis and Matajis, this is planned by Krishna. He brought all of you here. And the person sitting beside you, or Mataji or Prabhuji sitting beside you, don't look at them like, I don't know you. They all are just like you, and you are going to be thick friends, just a matter of time. Better friends than what you have outside. Because these friends will make you unconsciously competent. They will make you. Association is very, very important. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. A is for association. B is for Bhagavad Gita, books. C is for chanting. D is for diet. If you do this ABCD properly in life, you will be a different person. It's a matter of time. Even if one of the things I don't do, Prabhu, I'll read books, I'll do chanting, I'll eat, but I'll not associate. I'll not come to satsang. I'm not with like-minded people. You cannot see any change. Most important is association. When you associate with something, you change. When iron associates with magnet, it becomes magnet. When iron associates with fire, it becomes fire. When you associate with devotees, you become devotee. As simple. You'll slowly, without your knowledge, you'll become unconsciously competent. That's association. Books gives you the knowledge. And purports of Srila Prabhupada, they are the bhashyam, explanation. They will make you understand how to apply in life. Chanting gives you the progression of consciousness. Annamaya Pranamaya, it raises you up, gives you the mercy, God's blessings. And diet completely controls your senses. When you eat prasadam, your senses are controlled. When you don't eat prasadam, your senses are uncontrolled. As simple as that. You will feel the difference. When you eat what your mother made, that day you'll be very happy. When you eat what somebody in the street made, that day your consciousness is all disturbed. You will not feel energetic also, because there is consciousness in the person who makes it, the conscious of the person who eats it. Right? So our ancestors were very scientific. They knew how to live a karma-free life. How to lead a life which is good for me and which is not going to create bad karma. You all understand it? Very, very scientific. So if somebody says that Sanatana Dharma is not science, you have enough answers to give? So what are the things about the laws of karma? It is impartial. I've kept a slide for this. You can read it later. Is karma partial to her, partial to him? No, माताजी अच्छी है तो उनको ज्यादा कर्मा नहीं देना चाहिए, माताजी अच्छी नहीं है उनको ज्यादा देना चाहिए, ऐसा है कर्मा? No, it's same. It is same. Right? It affects you same. Even if you are a devotee, I'm chanting 16 rounds, I do something wrong, I'll get same with some interest also. इतना सीखने के बाद भी ये उल्टा काम क्यों कर रहा है? Yeah. Right? So karma is impartial. Number one. Next, it is unstoppable. आना ही आएगा, पक्का आएगा, तेरे को पकड़ के तेरे पीछे आएगा वो. If there are 1,000 cows, one calf of one of the cow is not there, and you are just leaving them into 1,000 cows, it will go and find its mother. That is the beauty of a cow and a calf. I have seen. In my farm, there was a time when there were like 70 cows. And one calf will go and it will exactly go to its mother. No other cow. Almost all the cows look alike. But the calf will find its mother. And Vedas explain, karma will find you like that. तो कितना भी मेकअप डाल पकड़ेगा तेरे को. कहीं भी जाके बैठ. You go and sit in America also. Go and sit in Bhutan also, Uganda also, or India also, Gollywood also. It will find you. And it will come to you with compound interest. So don't try to escape karma. Prabhuji, but I did so much nonsense. Don't worry. Solution is coming. Solution is coming. So can we fight against the laws of God? Well, I don't believe, Prabhuji. कुछ भी तुम बोलते, I don't believe. एक कर्मा का लेसन बोल दिया, डरा दिया हम लोग को. I don't believe. Can you fight against the laws of God? Can you fight? I'll tell you an example. One ship, one fellow, one big sailor, he was going in a ship, right? And he was putting light in the front. कोई भी आ गया है तो they put this light in the night time, right? And you're seeing opposite also, one light is like this. It's like, hato. That fellow says, tum hato. नहीं तुम हटो, नहीं तुम हटो, तुम हटो, तुम हटो, तुम हटो, नहीं तुम हटो. वो बोल रहा अरे तू हट. नहीं मैंने हटने वाला, आई एम कैप्टन, यू ओनली. जाके उसको मार दिया, शिप ने मार दिया. व्हाट वाज दैट? दैट वाज अ लाइट हाउस. दैट फेलो वाज शाउटिंग, मैं नहीं हट सकता, तेरे को ही हटना है. दिस फेलो व्हाट डिड यू डू? हां तू ऐसे नहीं हटेगा, तू आल्सो घुमा रहा लाइट, मैं आल्सो घुमा रहा लाइट. हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों मिला के बोलो. क्लास में क्या हुआ? जाके मार दिया. किसका बुरा हुआ बताओ? शिप का हुआ. लाइट हाउस तो वहीं पे खड़ा है. सेम वे गॉड्स लॉज आर लाइक लाइट हाउसेस. Bhagavad Gita is like a lighthouse. It is spreading the light of knowledge. If you don't believe it, if you don't follow it, who is at loss? We only. I don't believe not it. You will be at loss, Baba. And karma is not like a 20-20. Karma is not like a 50-50 over match. Karma is like a test match. क्या होता है टेस्ट मैच में? पिछला इनिंग्स का स्कोर ये इनिंग में भी आता है. समझ रहे ना क्रिकेट लैंग्वेज. 2020 में क्या होता है? बोथ द टीम स्टार्ट एट 0. ऐसा नहीं है 2020 इंडिया is 0 for 0 and Australia starts with 100 for 0, ऐसा होता है क्या? नहीं होता. लेकिन टेस्ट मैच में क्या होता है? Starts with 200 lead in the last, right? Just like a test match is called a test, this life is also like a test match only. You will be tested and you are going to do every activity that is going to create some score for you for future. ये याद रखोगे ना? टेस्ट मैच खेलना है या वनडे खेलना है? नहीं खेलना है बाबा, नहीं खेलना है, बहुत हो गया, बहुत टेस्ट क्रिकेट हो गया, बहुत वनडे हो गया. तो जी बताओ बाहर कैसे निकलना है स्टेडियम से, है कि नहीं? तो so yeah, karma deals with our tendencies. Now this is a very subtle thing, Prabhuji. Now understand. Please repeat after me. Karma deals with our tendencies. What is karma trying to correct? When karmic reaction comes, it is trying to change our tendency. Tendency matlab kya? What is the meaning of tendency? Tendency is a repeated activity you do because of some impressions in your mind. You have some impressions in the mind and you repeatedly do that activity. That's your tendency. Can you guess others' tendencies? Huh? You can guess, right? Like for example, mera chota beta, I always tell this example. In his young age, he used to like cookies. So school se aate hi, I can literally tell this tendency what is he going to do. बैग को डोर खोलेगा, बैग को नीचे डालेगा, किचन में भागेगा, डोर ओपन करेगा, बॉटल निकालेगा, कुकी खाएगा. Now, do I need to be an astrologer to predict this? No, right? Tendency. I know his tendency. This is what is going to happen. Can you guess your partner's tendencies? No. Everybody is astrologer here. Pakka. Like like when I go to a satsang, I'm giving lecture. My wife is sitting and listening. Achha, bol raha beta. I know what is going to happen next. After the lecture, when I'm going back home, she'll sit beside me. Another lecture I have to hear. So I know the tendency. मेरा आज बैंड बजने वाला है. बहुत example दिया मैं. है कि नहीं? So we all know each other's tendencies, right? So according to what you have done, Mataji and Prabhuji, you are going to face something in future. And karma comes to remove the tendency. Karma is trying to correct the tendency. Karma is not an activity to punish you on a certain way. It is trying to change your tendency. Your reaction of your karma is coming to change what you normally do. You don't hesitate to shout at somebody. For example, you get angry, you don't hesitate to shout at somebody. Karma will come in such a way, it will make you humble that next time you will think whether to shout or not. Right? That's why they say when you have children, you will understand what your parent went through. Right? What your parents went through, you will not understand until you become a parent. Right? So karma is coming in the form of your child to change your tendency towards your parents. Earlier I was not respecting my parents. I'm thinking that I'm most intelligent than my parents. My parents तो कुछ पढ़े ही नहीं. मेरी माँ तो जाहिल है. मेरे पिताजी क्या पढ़े, बीकॉम कम पढ़े. मैं आईआईटी पढ़ा, मैं आईएम पढ़ा, मैं आईएसबी पढ़ा, कुछ भी पढ़ा. हाँ मैं तो बहुत इंटेलिजेंट हूँ. कर्मा देख रहा है, अच्छा बेटा, तेरा बेटा आएगा बेटा. बेटा या बेटी, they'll come. They'll give you such a peace of mind. Then you will look at your father. पिताजी अब जो बोलते सब ठीक बोलते थे. है कि नहीं? So karma comes in that form to change your tendencies. Karma is not correcting you through some punishment. It is changing your tendencies. Ultimately, what is the satsang doing? It is changing your tendencies slowly. So finally, your tendency will become that I will worship God and go back to God. The tendency will become like that eventually. So what is it doing? Karma is changing your tendencies. These are laws of karma. Rewards and punishment. Karma gives rewards and punishment. प्रभु जी ये एक बात मेरे को अच्छा लगता है. प्रभु जी punishment क्यों देना? गलत है punishment देना. सच्ची में? Don't you punish people when something happens to you? Don't you? Don't you have the tendency to punish? है ना? फिर why God should not punish? God will. Where did you get the tendency from? From God only. Prabhuji, where punishment is needed, punishment should be given. When you become a society where punishments are not given, then you are creating horrific situation in your society. In the name of being nice, in the name of being equal, in the name of being good, if you have stopped punishing people for what they have done, it is going to create more havoc in society. A parent should be a parent, a child should be a child. But what are we creating now? Child is being heard like a parent and parent is being told like a child. Ulta ban raha hai society. And result is what? Havoc in society. Nobody is thinking properly. Nobody is thinking for anybody's good. People are just trying to make their, what parents think these days? They think, oh, if we treat our children, badly, they'll grow up with so many, psychological disorders, and then there'll be, what is it, child psychology, the child trauma, वो नए words लेकर है ना, और क्या, child abuse, right? All these things will happen. I think we should listen to our child. बेटा आपको क्या खाना है? मेरे को मैगी खाना है. अच्छा बेटा मैगी बनाओ. और क्या खाना है? मैगी के बाद आइसक्रीम लेकर आओ, क्योंकि मेरे बच्चा मैगी और आइसक्रीम खाएगा, मेरे को बहुत प्यार करेगा. This is what people are thinking. What will happen if you eat continuously Maggi and ice cream? What will happen? Your health will go for a toss. Your teeth will go for a toss. Your organs will go for a toss. No, I am trying to love my child. मेरे टाइम में तो simple. When I used to go, अम्मा लगे फट. एज बैठता तिंटा. तुम जो दोगी मैं खाऊंगा. चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी, चाइल्ड साइकेट्री, पूरा एक ही झटके में फिनिश. मैं इंकरेज नहीं कर रहा मारने के लिए, लेकिन जब समझ रहे हो ना, भावनाओं को समझो, वरना कोई वीडियो पोस्ट करेगा चाइल्ड अब्यूजर बोल के मेरे ऊपर. My parents did not abuse me, they corrected me, and I am really grateful for my father and my mother that sometimes a person like me had to be corrected. How many agree with this? प्रूफ अक्यूमुलेट कर रहा हूं, मैं अकेला नहीं हूं, सबको लेके जाऊंगा मैं. I'm telling you, it's nonsense to create, some situation like in Norway and America and all that place. I lived there. बच्चे को थोड़ा कुछ कर दिया, खत्म 911. एक बार मैं और मेरे फ्रेंड ने मजाक किया, छोटा सा लड़का था, उसको प्ले स्कूल भेजते हैं ना, वहां पे प्ले स्कूल में सिखा देते हैं. प्ले स्कूल इटसेल्फ दे टेल, पिताजी ने चिल्लाया, कॉल 911. बच्चा को फर्स्ट ही डजंट लर्न 1 2 3 4, ही लर्न्स 911. पहले 9, उसके बाद 11. So my friend was telling me, अरे मेरा बेटा, they are teaching him 911 स्कूल के अंदर. मैं बोला थोड़ा डांटा उसको, बोलता पापा 911 बोला है डायल करना है. हाँ तेरी. Then he told me, अरे अभी बोला, मैं तो थोड़ा डांटा करते हैं. तो वहां पे वो क्या है, हेलोविन शॉप रहता है उधर, पुलिस का ड्रेस भी मिलता है. तो पुलिस का ड्रेस खरीद लिया मैं. उसको वो ऑफिस में मिलता था, उसके बेटे को मैं जानता नहीं, नेवर सॉ मी. तो मैंने बोला तेरे बेटे को आज डांट, थोड़ा सा डांट, और उसको फोन दे दबाने के लिए. तो मजाक किया, तो थोड़ा सा डांटा उसने. बोला तो 911 करता है ना, 911 कर. तो उसी में हाँ पापा 911 डालते, मैं बाहर से आके बेल दबाया. तो उसने खोलते अंदर जाते ही पापा पुलिस आ गया 911. मैं बोला किसने डायल किया 911? तो मैंने क्या फट बोल के गया. तो क्या 5 बार सोचेगा 911 डाल के. मतलब देखो, आई एम नॉट सेइंग देयर इज अ रीजन फॉर दैट लॉ ऑफ 911, बिकॉज दे हैव अ प्रॉब्लम. They don't know why they are having children and when they are having children. We know why, at least till some time we know. Abhi pata nahi why we are having children. We are having children so we can prepare them to go back to God. That's the highest truth. We are having children to deliver them from the cycle of birth and death. There is a shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam which says, any person who doesn't have the capacity or doesn't have the inclination to send your dependents to God, Don't become a parent, don't become a mother, don't become a guru, don't become a devata, don't become. Otherwise, you will create bad karma for yourself. It's a very heavy shloka. 5, 15, 18. Take lo jaake. Srimad Bhagavatam. 5th canto, 15th chapter, 18th shloka. Na guru na sasyat, na swajano na sasyat. Like that. Don't become a guru, don't become a devata. We have a good understanding, but udhar kya understanding hai baba? They have no understanding there. For them, mating is like, dogs and cats. Have you seen dogs mating on the road? Which dog is the father of those children, do you know? That is the situation in the Western world. They don't know who their father is. Sometimes they are confused also. Right? We are not a country like that. We are cultured. We are not like animals. And we know how to take care of our children. We know how to actually, correct them and make them a good individual in the future. We carry that responsibility. In America, not in American Western world, a 13-year-old, 14-year-old is told you take care of yourself. Go and do odd jobs in a bakery, go and do odd jobs in a petrol bunk, and you can earn your own pocket money. And after some time, you have to earn your own thing. That is not making them responsible at the right age. Prabhuji, there is a way to do it. Even a Marwadi makes his son sit in the shop after the school. He teaches him business. He teaches him how to count money. He teaches him how to accumulate or save money. All these things he teaches. But he does it in controlled environment. Right? In our culture, Prabhuji, my father, when he was 75 years old also, he used to taunt me for the wrong things I do. I cannot go and tell him, Pitaji, leave it now. I'm also grown up now. I have children. So okay. One answer, అయితే ఏంటి నువ్వు మూర్ఖుడిలానే ఉంటావు నేను చెప్పేది చెప్తా ఇను तो मूर्ख है जो तो ऐसे ही रहेगा मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ सुन दिस इज कॉल्ड पेरेंटिंग a parent is a parent until he dies. That is my Sanatan Dharma culture. I never let go. I feel responsible for the acts of my children. In America, when somebody does mass shooting outside, you go to that fellow's parent. Which son are you talking about? My second wife's stepson or my first wife's my son? Which son are you talking about? And by the way, he left the house at I think 17 or 18. He went to high school. We don't know where is he. Have you heard that in India? Please, let's not create a society like that, where nobody can be corrected, nobody can be changed. Right? We know how to manage our karma. And we know what is our responsibility. When you have a responsibility as a parent, you better be a parent. Otherwise, don't have children. Not having children also creates karma. I'll talk about it next week. Right? There is a reason why the nature is functioning in a certain way. You have to work with the nature. Reward and punishment is part of the activity. Right? There is Yamaraj. Last week we discussed what is Yamaraj's quality? The most merciful. He doesn't want to punish anyone, but is forced to punish people. Right? So we have to be ready for our punishments also. Don't start questioning मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है क्योंकि होना चाहिए तेरे को उसकी जरूरत है इसीलिए हो रहा है. Is there any injustice in this world? If you believe in God, no. It might look like injustice. At this point, it might look like injustice. But there is no injustice. Everything is being sanctioned by God. Because, I'll tell you a simple psychology. Your life is like a dot. Hear this out clearly. Your life is like a dot. Like a pen ka ek dot lege na, ek dot laga waise. Right? And then zoom it. And then zoom it with a microscope. Go further and further and further and further. At one point, you will see 1,000 dots at one place. Because what you are seeing a dot here is actually 1,000 dots inside. You understand? You go deeper and deeper. 1,000 dots. Right? In that 1,000 dots, there is your graduation. In that 1,000 dots, one dot is your marriage. One dot is your child. One dot is your home loan. One dot is your income tax notice. One dot is your home loan desolvency notice. One dot is you losing your job. One dot is your some diagnostic center report. One dot is you got cured from there. One dot is your medicine. All these are dots in one dot. Sandra, all these things that are happening in your life, are small dots in the dot of life. What is Krishna doing? Krishna is putting a line from here to him. He just drawing a line from here to him. How you can go back to him? He's stretching a line and he knows how to design that line. How does he design that line? According to your tendencies. According to your tendencies, he wants to change your tendencies and he has created a line. How many dots are there in that line? You don't even know. And you're complaining about what? In one dot, in a sub dot, what is happening? You're complaining. Does Krishna care? You did this complaint last life also. Before that life also, you complained like that. He doesn't care. He cares, but what he cares more, are you coming towards him or not? Right? The laws of karma are used to change your tendencies so that you can go towards God. समझ रहे क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? The laws of karma are used to change your tendencies. Tendency को याद रखो, बहुत important word है. तुम्हारे tendency को change करना है. Tendency to become angry, tendency to hurt others, tendency to only think selfishly, tendency to become greedy, tendency to compare with others. These are all negative tendencies. These all karmas that you are doing, they come back as reactions to correct your tendencies only, so you can go back to God. Right? So when something wrong is happening, just understand, I'm only dealing with one dot here. Krishna is dealing with the whole line. Krishna, thank you for making that line. And I have faith that you are taking me towards you. Right? Just carry the faith. This life is only a dot. Marna hai. Already you have taken birth. You all will die one day. Now or tomorrow, whenever. That's okay. But let me make sure I am passing a message to God that feel free to correct me. I don't want to be a hindrance. Krishna, feel free to correct me. बार बार कंप्लेन नहीं करूंगा मैं, या बोलूंगा कृष्णा थोड़ा ज्यादा हो रहा है, जरा देख के थोड़ा धीरे धीरे दे. मैं बोलता हूँ कोई ऐसे, कृष्णा थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया. Give me the courage to face your plan. Give me the intelligence to understand your plan. Right? And give me the faith to accept your plan. Please take care of these things. And I'm all set. This is called cultured living, simple living, and high thinking. Simple living and high thinking. Means kya yehi? Our ancestors were very, very strong people. Whatever happened, they faced it because they were very clear. This is just a dot. There is a big line behind it. Right? I have to go through these things because it's for जो simple सा एक बात बोलते हैं ना हमारे पूर्वज, जो होता है कितना बड़ा साइंस है उसके पीछे. What I spoke in the last 2 hours, they told in one line. जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, लेकिन इसको समझने के लिए कितना we have to understand, कितना we have to think. इसको समझने के लिए जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, लेकिन ये भी समझना इंपॉर्टेंट है कि और क्या बुरा कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Right? So if you go to the next slide, some commonly asked questions. Some of them already answered. I've just put some commonly asked questions. Maybe you can answer. Why there is so much injustice? Why law is not working on bad people? Some people say, प्रभु जी इतना बुरा आदमी है, उसके बाद पूरा अच्छा हो, इलेक्शन में जीत रहा हो, वो गुंडा हो, वो जीत गया इलेक्शन. राइट? अरे प्रभु जी वो इतना बड़ा वुमनाइजर है, इतना गंदा आदमी है, हर एक दिन एक कार बदल रहा है, कल BMW था, आज ऑडी है, कल बेंज होगा. मैं इतना अच्छा आदमी हूं, मेरा मारती है. क्या हो रहा है? सिंपल सी बात है. Justice is there. It will come at the right time. You have this silos. The silo where they store the grains, right? When the grains come, when you harvest and new grains come, you put in that silo for storage. From where you remove? From bottom you remove, right? So the old grain is coming out first. The new grain is on the top. प्रसाद आ गया. ग्रेन बोलते हैं प्रसाद आ गया. तो पॉइंट है, so if he complains that this time the crop was very good, everything was very nice, why am I getting bad? Why am I getting bad thing out of this container? Because what you put before is coming out now. So you might be a good person today, but the reactions of your past will come now. It will look like injustice. So the bad person who's getting good things now is nothing but he has done very good things in the past. The reactions of that are coming now, but right now he is doing bad things. So what is happening? His good karma is being burned. Whatever good karma he did in the past is being burnt out, and the results are coming now. And if somebody is very, very bad, right? Somebody is very bad, but he is facing all good things. That means good karma is bad. But somebody is very good, but he is facing all bad things. What does it mean? His bad karma is being burnt now. His past bad karma is being burnt now. So when you should be more happy? When good things are happening or bad things are happening? When bad things are happening, you should feel happy. अरे बाप रे कर्मा निकल रहा है, अरे बाप निकलने दे, जितना निकलने आज पूरा निकाल, है ना? Actually, intelligent person thinks like that. Let the bad things go away. First of all, he accepts that he deserves it, right? And second, he says, let it go through. ఏమంటారు రామారావు గారు? పోనీ దరిద్రం. Correct, right? ఒక్కసారి దాటితే it will be fine. Very beautiful thing Prabhuji said. It reminded me of something. What is the darkest moment in the night? At what time it comes? 12 o'clock? 1 o'clock? What is the darkest moment in the night? Come on. I want people in the back to answer. Prabhuji, so rahe hain, baithe pata nahi mujhe. Dikh nahi rahe. Kya Dinesh Prabhu? You should answer. What is the darkest moment in the night? Time batao. Huh? Who told before sunrise? Mataji, your name I forgot. Everybody clap for Rajni Mataji. The darkest moment in the night is just before the sunrise. One fraction of moment before the sunrise is the darkest moment in the night. In the same way, when you're going through difficult times, when the time comes that yaar abhi isse zyada nahi hoga, thoda wait karo. Sun will rise. It is not possible that somebody is only suffering in this life. It is not possible. Karma doesn't work like that. It will give you some beach mein ice cream also. Thoda thoda kar dega beach mein. You know, there will be a little break time. Little break time आएगा beach में. Time कितना हुआ? हाँ? 10:15. एक 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लेते हैं. मेरे को एडवाइस मिला है कि मैं लोगों को मारने पे तुला हूं. तो एक 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लेते हैं. मैं थोड़ा कीर्तन करता हूं. जिसको उठना है, टॉयलेट जाना है, वापस आना है, आ जाओ. ठीक है? 5 मिनट्स ब्रेक. कर्मा फ्री ब्रेक. Yeah. Anybody wants to just get up and go and come back, you can do. 5 minutes. इसका मतलब ये नहीं मैं और 2 घंटा लेने वाला हूँ. हो गया ऑलमोस्ट, बट थोड़ा सा ब्रेक. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. बोलो. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. We'll try to finish it soon. We're almost at the end. So, did everybody got the answer? Why there is so much injustice? Why the law doesn't appear to be working? If somebody asks you, you know the answer now. It is just a matter of time. It will work on everybody. Just a matter of time. थोड़ी देर में सबको जो जो मिलना है मिलेगा. समझ रहे हैं ना? अच्छा भी मिलेगा, बुरा भी मिलेगा. Okay. Why some people flourish all the time? Some people are always, becoming richer and richer and becoming poorer and poorer. Huh? Long catching up हो रहा है. Law is catching up. उसने बहुत कुछ किया है. Previous life में he did something very nice. The result is coming now. See, Prabhuji, if you have a good, actually most of you have come here are from good houses. That itself is a great benediction. That itself is the greatest boon. We are not seeing what we have. We are not appreciating and thanking for what we already have. That is the biggest problem. We are still comparing. अरे मेरे को इसके जितना नहीं, उसके जितना नहीं. Don't think like that. We are far better than so many people outside there who are not even getting 3 times food, 1 time food, forget 3 times food, right? Who don't have any security of anything. They don't have a house, nothing, and some of them don't even have parents. There are some orphans. They are born in, thrown away somewhere. How many have gone to orphanage here any time? Yesterday. You'll understand what you've got in life.
But we are comparing, we are expecting wrong, like different comparisons. When we are on the journey to reach Krishna.
In your journey to?
Reach Krishna. Then why are we thinking good or bad in terms of material? Maybe as you just said that that German people, if you see that it happened bad in material reason.
Correct.
But really it's something.
Correct.
We don't have the material things because he or she don't have to worry about it.
Yes. So, Prabhuji, one of the ways is looking at life is, just say Vairagya, that nothing is related to me. Another way of looking at it is Yukta Vairagya, it is called. That is even higher than Vairagya, is seeing everything that is given to me as a prasad of Krishna. Right? So, gratitude, even in material life, can lead you towards God in a slow way. Then, in a spiritual life, it will take you off, where it doesn't matter whether we get anything or not. So when we have, when we are, like Krishna himself is telling in 6th chapter, is telling that when you lead a spiritual life or when you try to make some step towards me, you will get a better next life, that you can make more advancement. And you can even take birth in an aristocratic family, he says. He says that you will get birth in I'm not saying that come to satsang so you can get an aristocratic family. But if you are born in an aristocratic family, understand that that is not happening as a fluke. That is planned by God so that you can spend more time in spirituality. I'll give an answer, example. Once when Srila Prabhupada was explaining Bhagavad Gita, one of them, we talk about renunciation, we don't try to glorify material things. So one of Prabhupada's disciple, he went and told Queen Elizabeth, that Queen of England, what kind of nonsense she is, like that he told. Immediately Prabhupada said, stop. You have no right to speak like that. Understand one thing, she must be a great yogi in past life, unsuccessful yogi. She has done something good, but somewhere she failed. Some fall down happened. She could not follow, and that is the reason she got another birth, but she took birth in an aristocratic family. And Krishna is telling very clearly that you don't get aristocratic family birth just like that. You're not born in as Ambani or a Adani or a Tata's just like that. There is a reason why you are falling in that family, right? But if you utilize that reason for a good thing, then that becomes spiritually more, useful for you. But if you utilize, like for example, there is one family, Mafatlal family, entire family is fully fixed up in Krishna consciousness. Or even Alfred Ford, Ambarish Prabhu we call him. He is constructing a, $1 million temple in Mayapur. He is using his influence, his opulence in service of Krishna. And he is appreciating what God has given to him. And he is saying, yeah, I should use whatever Krishna has given without getting attached. So, as long as we develop a gratitude, if we develop a gratitude towards Krishna for everything that we have received, and when we look at others, we feel, oh my God, they are going through so much. I am so fortunate that I have got this. Let me use it in Krishna's service. That's the feeling, probably. It's not something to boast about that, I am better than you. No, nobody is better. We all have to die one day. But even in the situation, whatever little that we got, Prabhuji, simple thing I'm telling you. There are a lot of people who can't see. they are born blind, or after they have taken birth, after a few years they became blind. One of my god sister, a devotee in our ISKCON, her name is Champakalata Mataji. She is the wife of a army lieutenant, and she, while her husband was going to doing war, she didn't know how else to spend her time. So she's a devotee, and she started teaching Bhagavad Gita in blind schools. Right now, she has more than 500 students. She goes every week. She goes teaches to blind children are accepting Bhagavad Gita philosophy in such a beautiful way, and she showed me the pictures, and that inspired her to print in Braille language Bhagavad Gita, Braille language, which you can touch and feel. You know how thick is Bhagavad Gita in Braille language? This is our Bhagavad Gita, right? It is this thick. One book, one chapter is this thick book. Just to the children can read, and they are more attentive in reading than us. Even though they have not seen sun, they have not seen moon, but they are so much seeing Krishna. Right? So when you go to such places, you appreciate Krishna. Thank you. You gave me vision. Instead of seeing Pushpa 2, I'll see chapter 2. Then instead of seeing part 3 of Bahubali, I'll see part 3 of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga. You'll have more inclination towards right. You'll feel gratitude for what you have. Good health that you got, good situation, good parenthood, good wealth that you got. Use it in service of Krishna. Right? So this is something that we should develop. So yeah. So the next question: why reincarnation is related to karma? Why reincarnation is related to karma? Is it related to karma? Yes, of course it is related to karma. Whatever nonsense you did in last life will come back to you. So there has to be reincarnation. How is it possible that there is no reincarnation? See, this is one point where so-called Christian preachers and other Abrahamic preachers, they don't have an answer. They don't have an answer. For example, just one day before I died, I killed somebody. Where did that karma go? It has to go somewhere, right? There has to be. See, you are telling all the while, if you do good, good will come, bad will come, bad. Then you say, no, he has burnt his life, he has given his blood, he is taking everything, so he can do nonsense till the last day. Is that fair? Logic है उसमें. Just think about it. That you are doing nonsense this last day, and then you say, he has put himself on the cross and he is bleeding for you. Or Jesus, he actually bled for people. People are making him bleed even now. Merely, one fellow, he goes to this confession box every Sunday. Every Sunday goes confession box, and that priest is sitting inside. Like, he'll give $10 to him or 10 rupees. अपना करेंसी लगाते हैं 100 रुपए 100 रुपए देखिए क्यों last week I shouted at somebody, I used bad words. ठीक है, so this is my confession, please keep this donation. So next week another 100 rupees. अब क्या किया? No, I spoke to one girl very inappropriately. I tried to force her into something. ठीक है, I'll not, okay, take 100 rupees. Next week I got 200 rupees. ये क्या किया? नहीं, this week I did nonsense. Next week I'm not coming, so in advance I'm giving. Ask Jesus to bleed for me. What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of religion is this? Just think about it. You do any nonsense and somebody is going to bleed for you. अपने ऐसा नहीं है. You do nonsense, Yamaraj is waiting for you. Beta, Rara, let come. I'll show you nice refined oil, pressed oil, everything I'll show you. Right? We don't believe in that kind of nonsense that somebody will bleed for you, somebody will. Of course, our great acharyas have bled for us. They have given their lives for us to teach us. But we don't preach people that you be a nonsense and still you'll go to heaven, you'll go to God's kingdom. पूरा फेक फिलॉसफी है, इसमें कुछ दम ही नहीं है. होता है क्या? ऐसा आप ही सोचो. आप जिंदगी में ऐसा कभी करते हो किसी के साथ? Somebody is doing wrong to you and then he'll still be a good person in your life. Right? It doesn't work like that. Right? Or why exactly I'm suffering? Why? Because you did that karma, you're suffering. Simple. What some people preach? Oh, one fellow was eating apple. He was asked not to eat the apple. He ate the apple. That is the reason I lost my job now. Huh? That fellow ate apple. You are losing your job now. क्या लॉजिक है इसके अंदर? वो ओरिजिनल सीन है वो. अभी का वो उसका बच्चा सीन है. अरे दिमाग लगाओ यार, पूछो क्वेश्चन. They don't have any answers. Prabhuji and Mataji, I'm not praising Sanatana Dharma for just like that. I'm actually praising we have answers. There is clear logic behind everything that we. There has to be reincarnation. There has to be a rebirth. And last week when we discussed the who am I topic, clearly it was mentioned there. Ian Stevenson, one of the professors, 2000 cases of rebirth he has with proof, and not all of them are Indians. Not all of them are Sanatana. They are Canadians. They are from Africa. They are from America. People are taking birth again. Their past life memories are coming forward. There is no logic. If you go and ask, go and ask this kind of preachers, from other religions, for that matter, now you ask Sanatana people also, they don't know the answer because they have not read Bhagavad Gita. Right? Instead of saying other religion, I will say people who have not read scriptures. Go and ask them. तेरे घर में 2 बच्चे पैदा हुए. One fellow is scared of heights. One fellow is not scared of heights. Why? Why like that? Huh? Is it like the mother when she was giving the first birth, she was hanging from the balcony? So this fellow saw her niche gira degi mummy. So he said उसके. And next birth she was giving in a nice bedroom. So that is the reason. कोई मतलब है क्या इसमें? Give me a better reason. You tell me better reason क्या है? How come 2 children are different who are coming from the same womb? Huh? There has to be some past. One fellow doesn't like banana. One fellow only eats banana. Banana देते 12 banana खा लेगा. One fellow doesn't want banana only. क्यों? पिछले लाइफ में वो ग्रेजुएशन करके बाहर निकल रहा था, बनाना से स्लिप होकर गिर गया, लारी चला गया. While dying, he looked at the banana. तेरे वजह से he died. This life, as soon as he looks at banana, छी, गलीज banana. Banana अच्छा नहीं, वो बहुत बुरा चीज है. But he doesn't remember क्या हुआ पिछले लाइफ में. कुछ तो टेंडेंसी होगा ना. समझ रहे? Some people don't like some kind of food because something happened in past life. Some vegetables they don't like. Some taste they don't like. मेरे को सिर्फ सात्विक चाहिए. पिछले लाइफ में बीवी पूरा खारा लगी थी. जल गया पेट मारे मर गया हो. तो इस जन्म में नहीं चाहिए. सिर्फ सात्विक मोमेंट. मेरे को सिंपल सात्विक चाहिए. कब आएगा? वो टेंडेंसी ऐसी आएगा. You don't have an answer for these things. I have an answer for those things. There has to be a past life. Otherwise, how are these tendencies coming? That some people are coming to satsang, some people are not coming to satsang. How many here have tried to tell your friend, please come to satsang? What is the beautiful response you receive? When I told my friend, no, what, move हो रहा, तू जा रहे, क्यों बेकार में मेरा नींद खराब करते है? तू मरना है मर, मेरे को क्यों मार रहे हैं? How come that is happening? How come that is happening? How come you got interested, somebody else is not interested? Prabhuji, we are all continuing our spiritual life. Maybe in last life, you only came to satsang to eat prasad. At the time of prasad. At the time of prasad. You even came and stood behind the wall. Kab khatam karega? Right? So you did that, but the Sukruti has not gone. Na? Sukruti has brought you now in this life you are sitting and hearing. Right? It's elevation. From where did you go to where? Unconsciously incompetent to unconsciously competent. That all happened. Life after life, life after life. लेके जा रहा है ऊपर, है कि नहीं? पता नहीं क्या समझे तुम लोग, बट Why should I suffer of sins of my past life? मैं पिछले लाइफ का मैं क्यों सफर करूं? क्यों? तेरा नेबर करेगा. तुमने क्या तो तुम्हें करना है. क्या अनुराग प्रभु जी? हाँ हाँ, तुमने टेररिज्म अटैक हमारे कंट्री पे किया, तेरे कंट्री में टेररिज्म अटैक होगा. टिट फॉर टैट. अननोन गन बना के मार के जाएंगे, पता नहीं कहां से. है ना? Why does not God give all reactions in the same life? प्रभु जी सेटल करो ना प्रभु जी, जो दे दो प्रभु जी. कितने लोगों को ये लाइफ में चाहिए? हाथ उठाओ. भगवान देख रहा है, हाथ उठाओ. बेटा इतना मजा आएगा ना कल से. फिर आके दंडवत मारो यहाँ पे. मैं गलती से बोल थोड़ा थोड़ा दो, थोड़ा थोड़ा दो. That's why leave it on him. इनको छोड़ दो भगवान के ऊपर. भगवान भी छोड़ दिए, यमराज को बोले बीच में तो देख ले, मतलब मेरे से देखा नहीं जाता उसका, जब देखो मतलब प्रमोशन, क्या बोलते हैं आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, कुछ जॉब चेंज करा, पागल आदमी, तू देख ले यमराज उसको, देख ले तो क्या करेगा, राइट? सो गॉड कैन गिव एवरीथिंग इन सेम लाइफ, बट बिकॉज ऑफ आवर सिचुएशन इज नॉट. I don't understand the relation between reaction and action. Why am I not told my sin before I'm punished? प्रभु जी कम से कम बोल तो दो ना, क्यों ऐसे सफर हो रहा हूं मैं? पिछले लाइफ बोल रहे हैं, पिछले लाइफ में क्या क्या बताओ? How many have this question? उठाओ जी, गलत नहीं, क्वेश्चन ही तो पूछ रहा हूँ. हाँ, मुझे मालूम होना चाहिए मैं पिछले लाइफ में क्या किया. ऐसे मेरे को पनिश कर रहे हो, फिर बोल रहे हो पिछले लाइफ में किया. मेरे को याद नहीं, तुमको याद नहीं, ऐसे बोल रहे हो. मैं नहीं मानता. मेरे को पिछले लाइफ के बारे में बताओ, देन आई एक्सेप्ट माय पनिशमेंट, देन आई चेंज. सिगरेट डब्बे पे नीचे एक लिखा रहता है, क्या लिखा रहता है? स्मोकिंग इज इंजूरियस टू योर हेल्थ. लोग क्या करते हैं? वो पढ़ते हैं, मैं बता दूं क्या करते हैं. स्मोकिंग इज इंजूरियस टू योर हेल्थ. क्या बोला रहे यहाँ पे? पता नहीं. उसको पिछले लाइफ के बारे में बताया, क्या होने वाला है बताया. वो क्या कर रहा है? वो स्मोक कर रहा है कि नहीं? टेंडेंसी नहीं बदलेगा ना. टेंडेंसी के लिए कर्मा को डंडा लेके आना ही पड़ेगा. तुमको कुछ भी पता है, इफ इनफैक्ट यू नो अबाउट योर प्रीवियस लाइफ, व्हाट इज द गारंटी यू विल चेंज नाउ? यू विल नॉट चेंज. यू हैव टू, ही नोज बेटर हाउ टू चेंज. knowing your past sin is not going to help in a large way. In fact, you might become scared. इतना सब कुछ क्या प्रभु जी मैं, इसलिए तो नहीं बता रहा हूं मैं, इसीलिए तो नहीं बता रहा हूं. जितना समझना उतना ही समझ, है कि नहीं? Telling your past is not. See, for example, you are an employee in a company, you are supposed to make some month-end report or weekly report. Horrible report you made. Your boss shouted at you, right? Again, next day you went. Again he shouted at you. Again, next day you went. Again he shouted at you. But what is the best part? Every day is forgetting what you did last day. He is giving you a new opportunity. है कि नहीं? Just imagine if your boss remembers all nonsense you have done in the last 5 years. And he doesn't forget only. Can you lead a life? Huh? Every day you're going to office, is holding 3 पत्थर. अरे तो आ यहाँ पे करके, अरे क्यों? तो 3 साल पहले ऐसे किया, 2 साल पहले ऐसे किया, 1 साल, अरे ना छोड़ यार, थोड़ा चांस है मेरे को, है कि नहीं? So if God remembers everything, or He makes you remember everything, you can't function only. You can't function. It's very important you forget also. Forgetfulness is a great boon of God, that you can forget and start a new fresh. You can start freshly. If you remember all your past lives, all the things that you have done, what is your identity today? You will be in deep depression only. So this is a beauty. All of you have been given new bodies, male, female, and all of you have been given new parents, new everything. चल आज से शुरू कर. Tendencies have not changed. पुराने tendencies है, उसको बदलने के लिए कर्मा आएगा. लेकिन अभी सत्संग में बैठे हो ना, अब चेंज करो. Now change. Start chanting my names. Start chanting my names. It works. Start attending satsangs regularly. It works. Stay in association of good people. It works. When you go to YouTube, hear more good lectures rather than those short videos. Already your life is short. और क्या short बना दो उसको, घुमा घुमा के illogical videos लोग देखते हैं. Seeing once I was standing in the office, one fellow is ऐसे मुंह किया, मुंह करते. One fellow is running, he is picking up a mobile, he is giving it to him. Say thank you, you are giving a mobile. हो गया वीडियो. फिर उसको उठाया. फिर one fellow is walking, he fell down. One fellow went and lifted him. He said ha. Then one video, दूसरा video. Somebody is doing. क्या मतलब है वीडियोस का? वो अंगूठा इतना टकू. अगर एकलव्य अभी पैदा होता ना, अंगूठा कभी नहीं देता. फिर शॉर्ट वीडियो कैसे देखेगा वो? द्रोणाचार्य से बोलता, दूसरा दे देता हूँ मैं, ये फिंगर दे देता हूँ, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फिंगर है. इतना पागल हो गए लोग, डाइवर्टेड. अरे बाप रे. This is called karma. I pulled the paper cut off. Anyway, थोड़ा रिएक्शन आ रहा है बोलने का. I don't know laws of karma. Why am I being subject to punishment? प्रभु, I don't know laws of karma. प्रभु, मेरे को कोई क्लास दिया नहीं, मेरे को नहीं मालूम था, गलत कर दिया मैं. अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. यहाँ पे राइट हैंड ड्राइविंग है, लेफ्ट हैंड ड्राइविंग है? इंडिया में क्या है? राइट हैंड ड्राइविंग है, ठीक है? आई एम द बेस्ट ड्राइवर, आई गॉट ऑल अवार्ड्स इन इंडिया. कैन आई गो एंड डू राइट हैंड ड्राइविंग इन अमेरिका? चलान मिलेगा. एज सुन एज यू डू राइट हैंड ड्राइविंग, चलान मिलेगा. क्यों? द लॉ ऑफ द लैंड इज लेफ्ट हैंड ड्राइविंग. I cannot tell, I am very good, why am I giving you ticket? Why are you giving me ticket? I am driving correct only, na? You are correct driving only, but driving in wrong direction. It will create problem for others. है ना? The same way law works on you, even though you don't know it. It's your responsibility to know the law. How will you know the law? By coming to satsangs, by sitting here and understanding the law, you will know the law. So you are in a very good situation now. Now you know the law, now you will not do those mistakes again. है कि नहीं? Knowing the law is good. Following the law is best. Ignoring the law is not an saying, right? Ignorance of law is not a... नहीं सुना किसी ने? Ignorance of law is not an excuse. Legal language में बोलते हैं. Ignorance of law is not an excuse. You can't come and tell, oh, I didn't know. Nah, you didn't want to know. Right? I told my relatives sometimes, please come to satsang. My friends also, please learn. No, I don't want to know. Because तू कुछ बोलेगा, डराएगा, फिर मेरा जिंदगी चेंज हो जाएगा. नहीं करना मेरे को चीज. अच्छा एंजॉय कर रहा हूं मैं. You know why people don't come to satsangs? Because they don't want to change. They are too attached to this tongue. If you go, you tell, टांगड़ी कबाब नहीं खा सकते. नहीं जाना मेरे को. है ना? You are so attached to your 2 inches tongue. Tongue is very long, but the taste giving is only 2 inches. After that, tangdi kebab is same, stool is also same. There is no taste beyond that. For the 2 inches of tongue, you are creating infinite tongues in future. Infinite births in future. For the 2 inches of tongue. And by the way, is our prasadam not nice? अच्छा है ना? क्या प्रॉब्लम है? वो 2 इंच भी satisfy हो रहा है. लेकिन you are eating a karma free diet. You are offering it to God, you are taking it. Right? You are saying, please give me a tendency that I will not do bad things. And prasad will change. तो वो प्रसाद में बहुत दम है, बहुत दम है. Everything it changes because माँ के खाने में दम है नहीं है, तो भगवान के खाने में कितना होना चाहिए? बहुत है ना? So you should understand these things. So ignorance of law, about I don't know. You might tell, Prabhuji, nobody called me to satsang. How can laws apply to me? Prabhuji, I am born in Uganda. Right? I am born in Uganda. I am eating anda. So how can this law apply to me? It's simple, right, beta. Why are you born in Uganda? Last life you were in Golidoddi only. You are called. So, आ जाना सत्संग को, वहाँ पे सत्संग हो रहा है. भगवत गीता अच्छा है, okay. नहीं आना मेरे को, नहीं आना मेरे को, नहीं. Before that you were in Kondapur. नहीं आना मेरे को, नहीं आना मेरे को. Before that you were in Gachibowli. नहीं आना मेरे को. God is also doing this. Gachibowli, Kondapur, क्यों पैदा करना? Uganda में फेंक इसको. कोई आएगा नहीं, बुलाएगा नहीं इसको. नहीं ना? Why people take birth in other countries far from Vedic tradition? Because they have rejected it so much. Then God also feels, okay, तेरे को enjoy करना है ना? जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि. जा. अच्छा एंजॉय कर. When you realize in Uganda that अरे बाप रे क्यों खाए अंडा, then you will come to India. Then you will come to India. Then you will come for Kumbh Mela Yatra for removing the effect of anda, right? There one fellow will give a pamphlet. ये भगवत गीता, you can try, ऐसा. Oh cool. What? भगवत गीता, चल remove. I remove. अब बैठ. Then remove. Then you understand. Oh अच्छा ये अंडा यहाँ से चालू होता है. हाँ? डंडा से चालू होता है. तो हर चीज का रिएक्शन है बाबा, समझो ना. See, you can't say, oh nobody told me, in my place it is not there. Why people take birth in different places? There is a reason. Calculation ऐसा नहीं है ऊपर से दाना फेंका, एक युगांडा में गिरा, एक इंडिया में गिरा, एक वहां. नहीं, परफेक्टली गिरा. जिसको जहाँ गिरना है वहीं गिरा. तो
there's a law of gathering knowledge.
हाँ.
Nature का law है, you get the result first and then you get the lesson. Which is exactly opposite in our education system.
Correct.
First you given something and then your test is done.
Correct.
That's why you are not taking it continuously.
Yes, very nicely told.
It's a way of,
Nature's law works. Nature's law works more effectively. जरा देख के चप्पल डाल के चलो. नहीं मैं तो जो लूंगा, एक कांटा आएगा नीचे से, खोल के मारेगा. तो उससे सीखोगे बोलने से नहीं सीखोगे. Most intelligent people hear and listen. Lesser intelligent than that will see and listen. Even lesser intelligent than that will experience and learn. Huh? And software engineers सुनेंगे, देखेंगे, सफर होंगे, फिर भी प्रमोशन पूछेंगे. तो क्या बोलेगा ब्रो? You're not getting the bigger picture, you know. You should understand the organizational values and goals. सर मेरा इंक्रीमेंट, वही तो बोल रहा हूँ मैं. You know, you should work out of the box. You should contribute more than. वही तो कर रहा था मैं. नहीं, you're not understanding. तभी भी उसको समझ में नहीं रहा है. तेरा शक्ल को प्रमोशन नहीं मिलेगा. तेरा कर्मा इतना ही है. तू गधे की तरह काम करके मरेगा यहाँ पे और कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला तेरे को. लेकिन क्या सोचेगा वो? देख रहा है, सुन रहा है, फंस रहा है, फिर भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Understood? That is karma. So your level of access is given according to your behavior. I'll tell a simple example. Right? मेरे पास एक गाय था, गाय का बछड़ा, very naughty, and it just come and वो कहते हैं क्या बोलते हैं, थोड़ा सिंग मारता है, तो उसको बांधना पड़ता है. We normally don't tie, but some of them we have to tie because they're very harmful. So how much we have to tie? Tie like really strong, like only 3 feet distance from the rope to the head. That's all. Slowly it became a little more better. Then what do? Then little more longer rope. है ना? Then it became very nice. Then little more, even more longer rope. And when it becomes completely normal, then what do? Remove the rope. Karma is also like that. God is also like that. According to our tendencies, so many tighted problems come in our life. When you become all spiritually conscious, then it doesn't matter. You know, a problem also will not be like a problem for you. You are absolutely fine. Even in jail, na, how many have gone to jail here? Come on. कोई नहीं गया पे? आप गए क्या? सब जेल में ही है. ये बात है, हम लोग जेल में ही हैं. ये इतना सुंदर जेल है, आपको पता भी नहीं अब जेल में हो. That is the beauty of Krishna's jail. फंसे पड़े हो. सबसे बड़ा जेल क्या है? तुम्हारा शरीर है. You are stuck inside this body. You can't do anything. You are stuck in whatever the body has to go through. You have to go through, right? And the beauty is you have so many diversions. There are so many weapons of mass, not destructions, distractions. Weapons of mass distractions. Mobile, movies, Netflix, Amazon, right? Amazon Prime, और क्या पता नहीं, whatever, right? इतना सारा distraction है. So where will you think about life? You are put in a jail, and all these things are keeping you in the jail. बाहर निकलने का प्लान में नहीं है लोगों का. प्रभु जी एक बार आइए ना, अच्छा सत्संग क्लास चल रहा है, आप ही के अपार्टमेंट में हो रहा है, आप ही के बैठ. नहीं जी, रहने दो जी, आप करो जो करना है, करना है. हम सब जानते हैं. क्या जानते हो? जेल में हो, जानते हो? Do you know that you are in a jail? Nobody will believe that you are in a jail. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. That is the jail. Name of the jail. What is the name of the jail? Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Everything here is temporary and everything is only to give you misery. प्रभु यहाँ पे प्यार करोगे, गुलजार का सॉन्ग लिखोगे, सिंपल है, या मोहम्मद रफी का सॉन्ग लिखोगे. विच आर द मोस्ट हिट सॉन्ग्स? जहां पे दिल टूटता है कि नहीं? यू सी पीपल, यू नो, व्हेन दे गेट ड्रंक, बाप रे इतना रोते हैं, उसने मेरे साथ ऐसे क्यों किया, कैसे हुआ, यू नो, पूरा इसी के ऊपर सॉन्ग्स रहते हैं ना, ब्रोकन हार्ट सॉन्ग्स. एवरीबडी इज गोइंग थ्रू दैट. एवरीबडी इज गोइंग थ्रू दैट. Nobody's heart is happy in this world. It cannot be happy. दुक्खालय रे बाबा. It is दुक्खालय. Your karma, you know, when your karma becomes एकदम फला फूला, it takes the form of your spouse. It comes. तेरे को देने के लिए आई हूँ मैं. Right? Whatever you want, correction. I'm not telling. I'm respectful way of telling. It is male or female. Perfectly suited for you person comes in your life, and all your tendencies are corrected. Right? Perfectly suited neighbor comes into life. 501, 502, 503 तेरे लिए specifically बना के भेजे, है ना? Everybody in your life, every relationship in your life is nothing but your own karma coming in a different forms, and they will do their duty to give it back to you. Don't be ungrateful to them. Thank them. Thank you for the torture. Thank you. I deserve this. How many here want to become humble? Lift your hand. सोच के बोलो, भगवान देख रहे. You want to become humble? So you will get humiliated tomorrow. तो जी आपने तो humble बोला, humble का opposite क्या है? Humiliation. You'll get humiliated. Then only you'll know na how humble you are. Right? You'll know how humble you are only when you get humiliated. So be ready for it. है कि नहीं? So be prepared for it. बहुत ज्यादा कर्मा चल रहा है. Anyway, थर्ड डिग्री जेल क्या होता है? फर्स्ट डिग्री जेल क्या है? सबके साथ रह सकते हैं. सेकेंड डिग्री जेल क्या है? You will not be with everybody, you will be with some people. थर्ड डिग्री जेल क्या है? You will be all alone. फोर्थ डिग्री जेल क्या है? दोली दोली. है कि नहीं? Does God like punishing us? What about His mercy? भगवान को मजा आता है पनिश करते समय? हाँ? इधर मोड़, अच्छा मजा, मारो इसको, कैंसर, डायबिटीज, मजा आ रहा है. भगवान को मजा आता है? Does God feel nice punishing us? He's compelled to punish us. We don't have a choice. He feels very sad when we are going through it. Draupadi, when she was disrobed, she was very angry. Of course, Krishna saved her. Then when Krishna came to meet her, she shouted at Krishna. Krishna, where were you? I am your friend. मैं सखी हूँ तुम्हारी. Where were you? How did this happen to me? How did this allow this to happen? You knew it was going to happen. You know everything. How did this happen? Krishna didn't tell bad things happen to good people, good things happen. No philosophy. No laws of karma. Krishna said, I'm sorry. You read Mahabharata. He said, I'm sorry. God is telling sorry to his devotee. Why? Because sometimes philosophy is not the answer, Prabhuji. You have to be empathetic. Sympathy and empathy. Right? Empathetic. Feel what the opposite person is feeling. And after telling that, he explained to Draupadi. After telling that, after solacing her, after giving her some understanding, then he told Draupadi, every single person who was there in that Rajya Sabha, who saw it happen, who allowed it to happen, their wives will cry on the dead bodies. This is my promise to you. That is called Krishna. Right? And he did it. He showed it. He didn't say it. He did it. Then when he was going for, negotiating peace, when he was going to negotiate peace, that time Draupadi asked, Krishna, why are you going to negotiate peace? You told me, right? They all deserve to be punished. You told me, right? Why are you going to negotiate peace? I want to make sure it is their karma and they will face the reaction. Right? Ultimately they have to make that choice. Even though we deserve, still our choices will determine. We'll discuss next week on that very thin line of destiny and free will. Very, very important topic, which will resolve a lot of your thoughts. God is partial in giving his knowledge. Is God partial? That I'll only give it to him, I'll not give it to him. शूद्र को नहीं बताएंगे, ब्राह्मण को ही बताएंगे, ऐसा कुछ है क्या? कुछ भी नहीं है. God is impartial. We are partial. That is the reason we are not given sometimes. When we are ready, it is there. When we have to be ready to receive the next knowledge. For example, we are going to finish this 12 sessions. After that, what? After that, we're going to start Bhagavad Gita, shloka by shloka. We'll go chapter by chapter. We'll finish the entire Bhagavad Gita. After that, what? We'll do Bhagavad. We'll again start a new batch. Right? Again, we'll attract new people to come and then you will go and tell others, Arey, I have benefited so much. Krishna is saying, what are you doing with what I am giving you? What are you doing with what I am giving you? What is the time, bro?
10:50.
Huh?
10:50.
I'll tell a small. Why do calamities kill? Thousands of people die at a time in tsunami. All they are dying by fluke or by plan? Plan. You all go to that place and die. So merciless. You all go to that place and die. Mercilessly बोला ना. ऐसा नहीं, ऐसा होता है. That is how it is. That is nature's way. You will face it. Now I'll tell you a small story of a farmer. ये सुन लो. ये आप घर जाके अपने रिलेटिव्स को बोलोगे स्टोरी. ठीक है? रोजी घर जाके अपने रिलेटिव्स को बोलो. ये प्रॉमिस बोलो, नहीं तो नहीं बोलूंगा. पक्का? पक्का पक्का? ठीक है. बहुत सिंपल सा स्टोरी है, बट इस स्टोरी से बहुत सीख सकते हैं. There used to be a farmer. He had 4 sons. And all those 4 sons, he married them to 4 daughters, right? And 4 daughter-in-laws, basically. So then he felt all the daughter-in-laws are working nicely in the house. Sons are also taking care, but all daughter-in-laws are not doing the right thing properly. So he wanted to give some duties to the daughter-in-laws. So he called all the 4 daughter-in-laws. आप चारों बहुओं से मुझे बात करना है. All the 4 daughter-in-laws, please come on to talk to you. They all were thinking, क्या हो गया बूढ़ी को? Suddenly he is calling all 4 of us, summoning क्या होने वाला है? So all 4 daughter-in-laws were standing. So he called the first daughter-in-law. He said, open your hand. She opened the hand. He gave 5 dana, 5 grains he kept in her hand. Okay? And he told, bring this to me after 5 years. You can go. And she was like, ये क्या है? इसका मतलब क्या है? ये बूढ़ा आदमी क्या बोल रहा था मेरे से? Why is he giving 5? And after 5 years, 5 years के बाद वो रहेगा, मैं रहूंगी, पता नहीं. What is the point? You know, she's just thinking. And she looked at the dana and like, बूढ़ा आदमी है, खुसा टाइम में भूल जाएगा. You know, he just like that told me he'll forget. She threw the, फेंक दिया. ऐसे ही, you know, बोल दिया कुछ. He called the next daughter-in-law. बेटा, क्या करो? हाथ दिखाओ. 5 दाना दिया. क्या बोला उसको? 5 साल के बाद मिलो मुझे. तेरे पास रखो, 5 साल के बाद दो. She came outside. ये क्या बोल रहे हैं मेरे ससुर? 5 दाना दे के 5 दाने के बाद पता नहीं क्या सोच रहे हैं. आई थिंक आई शुड, नहीं फेंकना नहीं चाहिए. क्यों फेंकना? वहां क्यों फेंक? मुंह में फेंक लेते हूँ. खा लिया. है कि नहीं? फिर थर्ड डॉटर इन लॉ को बुलाया, तुम इधर आओ. ये लो, हाथ दिखाओ. हाथ दिखा. क्या बोला? 5 दाना दो. ये 5 दाना रखो अपने पास और 5 साल के बाद दो. सो टुक दैट. प्रभु जी, हिंदी, सॉरी, I forgot. You understand? Hare Krishna. Okay, bro. Sometimes, you know, I just go with Hindi. I don't know why. So he gives us 5. And said, after 5 years, you bring it. ठीक है. So लेके चले गए. वो जाके सोचे क्या करें इसका. इसको कुछ तो मतलब होगा ना. Why he gave some reason he must have given. So she takes that 5 things. She takes a small cloth, cooks in the cloth, ties the knot, and keeps it in the puja room behind the altar, behind the photo. वहां कोई निकालेगा नहीं, वहीं पे रहेगा. ठीक है. 4th daughter-in-law comes, right? She calls 4th daughter-in-law. He gives, क्या दिया? 5 दाना. क्या बोल के दिया? 5 साल के बाद लेकर आओ. She takes the 5 दाना. Like, क्यों दिया मुझे 5 दाना? Why did he give this 5 grains to me? He's a farmer. He likes farming, right? So let me do a thing. I will go and plant these 5 grains, right? Something will come out. So she did that. After 5 years, he calls the 4 daughter-in-laws, right? Till now you understood the story? You will not forget, na? Whatever I told? Everybody in the back? Hare Krishna. Simple story. And you're going to tell this to at least one person before next week. At least one person. ठीक है? So he called the 4 daughter-in-laws. First वाले को बुलाया. वो तो पहले ही टेंशन. अरे 5 साल का याद रख रहा है आदमी. अरे बाप रे ससुर जी, मैं तो मर गई. मतलब देन शी कॉल, इधर आओ. हाँ बेटा, वो 5 दाने दिए थे, किधर है? शी स्टार्ट्स क्राइंग. मैंने गलती कर दिया, प्लीज माफ कीजिए, मैंने फेंक दिया. कोई बात नहीं बेटा, कोई बात नहीं, अब जाओ. यू कैन, यू थ्रोड इट, नो प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन गो. ही कॉल द सेकंड daughter-in-law. Where are those 5? She starts crying. क्या किया? खा लिया. ठीक है, खा लिया ना, कोई बात नहीं, जाओ, नो प्रॉब्लम. He calls the third daughter-in-law. He says, where are the grains? किधर है? Then she says, मुझे मालूम था आप पूछोगे, मैं जानती हूँ आपके बारे में. Immediately she runs into the puja room, gets that potli. ये देखिए 5 दाना, perfect. तो बहुत अच्छा बेटा, very good. He calls the 4th daughter-in-law. अच्छा लग रहा है स्टोरी. रोजी बहुत रस ले रहे इसका. 5 दाने किधर है? ठीक है. 4th daughter-in-law he calls and says, बेटा मेरे 5 दाने किधर है? He says, पिताजी आप सडनली ऐसे पूछोगे कैसे दूंगी मैं? मुझे 1 दिन का टाइम चाहिए. तो 1 दिन में क्या टाइम है? पिताजी, the dana that you gave, I sowed them, and in 6 months I got a crop. It became 2000 dana, many dana, and then I sowed them, and then I sowed them again. In the last 5 years, now they are 5 acres of dana, 5 acres of grain it has become. Now it takes me some time to get all that grain. I don't know where is your 5 grains. It is in all of them. This is very good, very nice, very nice. Hari bol. Okay. Now he said, now he called all the 4 of them again. Abhi aa jao, wapas aa jao. Now I have to allocate work in the house. Right? I have to allocate work in the house. What is the work he'll give to which daughter-in-law? You all have to tell. I'll not tell. Okay, lift your hand. I'll tell. You can tell. What work in the house will he give to the first daughter-in-law? हाँ वो बोल. अरे तू ही है पीछे के बैठ गया. हाँ, क्लीनिंग ऑफ द हाउस. अरे बोल. जिसको फेंकने का बहुत मजा आता है उसको कचरा फेंको, है कि नहीं? सो शी बिकम्स द इंचार्ज ऑफ क्लीनिंग ऑफ द हाउस क्लीनलीनेस का इंचार्ज. अच्छा ड्यूटी है. एचआर में बहुत लोग हैं यहाँ पे. एलोकेशन. ठीक है ना? ठीक है. सेकंड डॉटर इन लॉ को कौन सा ड्यूटी? नहीं किसी और को बोलने दो यार. हाँ, खाना बनाने का किचन इंचार्ज. जिसको खाने में रुचि है वही तो कुछ बनाएगी, है कि नहीं? So kitchen, beta, you are the kitchen in charge because you have not thrown it anything. You ate it. You didn't waste it. So if I make you kitchen in charge, you will make very nice things. है कि नहीं? Third, दोनों लड़के बोल रहे हैं यार, थोड़ा बताओ ना. ठीक है, बोल. अरे बाप रोजी, ये मैं बोल रहा हूँ और 5 साल में बैठ के लेक्चर देने वाला है. अरे बोल. अरे बोल. ऐसा चाहिए हमारा नेक्स्ट जनरेशन, है कि नहीं? अरे बोल. यस, फाइनेंसेस ऑफ द हाउस. घर की तिजोरी उसके हाथ में. बिकॉज शी इज वेरी प्रोटेक्टिव. वॉट एवर इज गिवन इज प्रॉपरली केप्ट, सेव्ड. हाँ, that is the fourth daughter-in-law. Yes. That is the fourth daughter-in-law. He calls the fourth daughter-in-law. What is the job he will give to the fourth daughter-in-law? Almost there. Try करो. ये थोड़ा मुश्किल है. Farming तो है. Farming तो है. But इसमें क्या? What job she will give to the fourth daughter-in-law? He'll give. Now it's difficult to guess. What is the most important thing in a family? What is the most important thing in a family which keeps the family happy? Most important thing. Money? Maintenance in what way? What way? Everybody in the family is happy. उनके घर के अंदर जाती है लगे वैकुंठ में आ गया. Happy relationships. Right? Good relationships in the house. So he makes her the loving relationships in charge of the house. That you will see good in everybody and you will invest in a good relationship with them and try to grow that relationship in the house. Everybody's love should quadruplify. It should increase in the house. Everybody should see each other's good things and flourish them in the house. Right? See, there is a bumblebee and there is a housefly. Both of them go to drainage. Housefly will go and sit on the drainage and eat all nonsense. Bumblebee will search for a lotus flower inside the drainage and will sit on the lotus flower. Right? We should be like a bumblebee. We see bad also, but we should choose to see good. If you want to see bad in me, a lot of things you can see bad in me. But if you want to see good in me, there is at least one good quality. Na? एक तो रहेगा कुछ ना कुछ corner में. है कि नहीं? If you focus on that, then everything becomes beautiful. So her job is to grow the loving relationships in the house. Right? To grow the loving relationships in the house so that whole house becomes. And why he chose that thing? Because she is the person who reads the heart. वो दिल पढ़ने वाली लड़की है वो. उनके ससुर का क्या दिल में है? He is a farmer. A farmer always thinks about farming. So she understood how to please my father-in-law is by doing the things that he likes. Didn't it please him? He gave 5 grains. She is giving 5 acres of grains. Right? That is beautiful. Now, where does the story end here? It's a good story? Yes. But where are the lessons from the story? All I told, but important lesson I'll tell you. First daughter-in-law, in what mode she is? उनका गुण क्या है? सत्वगुण, रजोगुण, तमोगुण क्या है? Tamagun. She is in mode of ignorance. Right? Mode of ignorance with what? Something useful also will throw it. right? Second daughter-in-law, what guna she is in? मेरे लिए, मेरा enjoyment क्या है? रजोगुण. Third daughter-in-law, what guna she is in? Sattva-gun, isn't it? Whatever is given, protect it nicely. Tell this thing, follow it nicely. For what? Don't ask me. I'm keeping everything as it is. व्रत कर रहे हो, टेम्पल जा रहे हो, धाम जा रहे हो, कुंभ मेला गए, इधर गए, उधर गए, सब जगह पे गए. क्यों गए? पूछो मत. गए. रखा रखा, दिया दिया, रखा रखा. समझे? गलत नहीं है. सत्वगुण, followers. What is the fourth daughter-in-law? Shuddha Sattva. Meaning what? Whatever is given, I will utilize in the service of you. Right? So, Prabhuji and Mataji, why I told this story, God also doesn't ignore anybody. God doesn't want to put anybody in hell. Did he put anybody in hell? You don't follow me, you go to hell. ऐसा है, ये सुना आपने? कहीं नहीं होता ऐसा. In our Sanatan Dharma, everybody is given a chance again and again and again and again and again until we go back to Krishna. Everybody is given a chance. That is the beauty of Sanatan Dharma. And we have to learn from this. We are all like those daughter-in-laws in different bodies, different tendencies. Krishna will never give up on us, but he will employ us in his service according to our tendencies. Okay? He'll give you a scripture that you'll understand. He'll give you a class that you'll understand. Does the class end here? No. What are those 5 grains? What are those 5 grains? Our body is one of the grain. Yeah. I mean 5 elements nahi hai, lekin some things you can learn from that. Our body is one of the grain. Take care of it. It's given by God for a purpose. Take care of it. Can anybody guess second grain? Relationships. You have been given a wife. You have been given a son. Who gave you? God gave you. Treat them as God given. My wife is a servant of God in my house. I should take care of her nicely. If you keep that consciousness, you will always have a good relationship. My husband is given by God. Even though he behaves in a certain way, but he is given by God, I will take care of him very nicely. Pati Parmeshwar. क्यों बोलते हैं? है एक reason है. Right? My children are one of the grains. My relationships. My official duties, what I am doing in my office. Spirituality doesn't mean I will leave my office, I will not do my work properly. No, Prabhu, that is also given by God. Your faith towards your culture, your Sanatan Dharma. मैं भारतीय हूं. That is also one of the grains. That you protect your culture. You protect your scriptures. समझ रहे हैं ना? All these things are part of what God has given to you. All these things. Your loving relationships, you yourself, your body, your duties, your duty towards the country, right? Everything. And these holy places that are given, protect them. These all holy places, we have to protect them. Who will protect? कल आके कुछ तोड़ देगा, ऐसे तोड़ने दोगे क्या? No, that is very important. Won't you protect? Is this place not a holy place right now where we are sitting? Yes. Does it have to be protected? Does it have to be used in a nice way? It should be used in a nice way. We have to protect. Our house is a gift of God. Those grains are everything that God has given to us. We only have a choice. Do you want to throw them? Do you want to just eat them and enjoy? Or do you want to just keep them as it is? Or do you want to grow them? Grow them. Right? And there is no end to this. It can keep going on. But at least this much you all have learned. Baburam Prabhu, pura quiz lava iske upar. Right? What are those grains? Can you all remember a simple story? Huh? When you lead a life, taking this fourth daughter-in-law as a role model, then it will be a karma-free life. But the first 3 daughter-in-laws create good karma, bad karma, more karma, less karma. Chalega. But the 4th daughter-in-law, karma-free. You are doing everything for Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, today anybody else can sing Narsing Arti. हमेशा प्रणील प्रभु गाते हैं. किसी और को चांस है? Anybody else wants to sing? Nobody? आप कहिए. आइए. हरि बोल. अनिल प्रभु की जय. अरे वो तो गाते रहता है. आप भी आओ. अच्छा, his nani is there. Or today is. Where is his nani? ओ हरे कृष्णा माता जी, हरे कृष्णा. अरे आइए, आपके नानी है यहाँ पे.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Narasimhamadin Sharanam Prapade. बोलना लाफिया अरे भक्त विघ्नाशिक नरसिंह देव भगवान की
नरसिंह देव भगवान की
जय।
प्रभुपाद की
भक्त भक्त
प्रभु जी की
डाउन डाउन वो नहीं भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज
भक्ति शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय गौर प्रेमानंद
अरे वो प्रणिल प्रभु की जय Hare Krishna. So before we conclude, there are some very nice books that are being brought here. There is a lot of effort being put by young boys and girls here, Sakrapani Prabhu and few others, carrying them in auto, bringing them here for whom? हमारे लिए है ना. If you don't have these books, please take them. There is a beautiful Krishna book, which is 10th canto of Bhagavatam. 90 stories in one single book. There is Bhagavad Gita and there is Ramayana also, right? If you have these books in your house, still buy them, gift it to somebody who doesn't have, right? What do you get for 500-600 rupees? Nothing these days, right? But if you buy all these books as a set and you give it to somebody, they'll remember you for the rest of their life. And who knows, this might be a beginning of their spiritual life, right? You're giving it to them and they might start reading it. What are the chances of you reading the book in terms of percentage if you have the book and you don't have the book in the house? If you have the book, what are the chances? 10% chance. If you don't have the book, what are the chances? 0%. Better than 10, better than 0, na? So why don't we take it and gift it? I always gift. Every year I gift a lot of books to people. And many of them, they became devotees after going somewhere else. Because the book is in the house and it keeps talking to you. Idhara, छू मुझे. Idhara, open kar mujhe. Idhara, kabhi pad mujhe. Book also speaks because book is not an ordinary book, it's a scripture. The 5 grains that I told, one of the grains is scriptures also. That God has given us. We should not just keep them like that, we should use it. And we should grow it by giving it to others. Right? So please, take out some time. I think they brought in Hindi also. I'm amazed to see. I think there are in Telugu also, in English also. And if you don't have it, tell them, they'll bring it next week. Right? Tell them, I want it, bring it next week. You can gift it to your boss. Ugadi festival is coming. What will you give on Ugadi? Ugadi pachadi bhi do, ye bhi do uske side mein. Hai na? I keep, if you come to my office, in my cabin, there are set of Bhagavad Gita, some Ramayans kept there. And people come and see. कोई पूछता नहीं है, लेकिन कभी किसी को कुछ झटका लगता है ना लाइफ में, they come to my cabin, sir एक Bhagavad Gita चाहिए. आ गया? ले ले. Right? But I don't give it for free. If you give it for free, it will be cheap. It will be cheaply seen. And they will not get Sukriti also. Give enough donation and take the book. We are buying it we are paying so many things, outside. You have to buy a, what is it? Juice now you have to pay 60-70 rupees. Good fruit juice. This will add so much juice to your life. Right? Just by taking one book. So please encourage them by taking books. Finish the stock today so they'll bring more stock next time. And you can keep doing this as a regular activity, not one-time activity. And then how many books are there? Many, many books are there. If you start this journey, you'll be amazed there is so much to learn and so much to give. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. So should we do that 5-minute kirtan? Yeah? और एक और बात, 5-minute कीर्तन में ना मैं बता रहा हूँ, 10-12 लोगों से ज्यादा सर्कल मत बनाओ, ठीक है? उससे क्या बहुत लंबा होता है, मुश्किल होता है, और आगे एक बार पीछे एक बार ऐसे आने का, और बीच में किसी को धक्का देने का, ठीक है? तो बीच में आके वो थोड़ा डांस करेंगे या 2 लोग करेंगे या साथ में करेंगे, then everybody can get an opportunity. That is the way the dance happens in Krishna Lok, where Krishna is dancing, they keep pushing one gopi and gopa in between, and Krishna also goes in between, like that. Joyfully dance for Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Everybody can get up. So Matajis can take that side today, and more Matajis today, and Prabhujis can take this side. Hari Bol. You can keep all the bags aside so you don't have to